Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1, and welcome to the conclusion of the Snowflake Cup here in Europe. We're about to start off soon, these teams getting ready to go. In the casting booth, I'm ready to go, I'm Palidore, I got Swift by my side, and these teams allegedly may have been singing, or we're going to sing, but either way you can hear the good luck, have fun's coming out, and with that they're ready to go. So Swift, how's it going?
Going pretty well, and excited for these matchups today. We had some really good ones yesterday, a lot of close games, a couple of three-rounders, although a lot of those three-rounders were kind of robbed last second, so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely came close a few different times on yesterday's streams on the European side. North America kind of started out the same way, but towards the end we got a few round threes, so you know, kind of evens out, but definitely looking for some great action here today. As of course we get deeper and deeper into these brackets, you're gonna get more and more competitive games. And with that said, this is an elimination game. This is the lower bracket semifinals we're about to start here. So winding it down, a few matches left today, and yeah, we're gonna be able to stream all 4 remaining teams here in Europe. So with that, first joust underway, and looks like blue team, well, that's a very quick start. 4 seconds in, wow.
Well, that's about as good as a headbutt you can get without it going straight into the net. Instantly, the stat goes straight into that wall, and well, there you go, 4 seconds, and there's already a 2-pointer.
Yeah, didn't even have time to hand it off to you for anything. I wasn't expecting a 4-second goal, but hey, that's efficiency for you right there.
Okay, then.
Right, yeah, off the first joust, that's one way to kick it off, and of course, one of the benefits of having that headbutt joust, if you can do it accurately, although it is a big risk to kind of take at the first 2 points, but if you can do it well, then, well, as you can see, it works very well, and they will get possession again, have a 3-point shot, but already getting back to goal is Oculalen, so that's going to be cleared away, and this stack tries to clear and boost, but that's a nice read there by Archie, and good positioning here to pass back to the back line. Another kind of dribble going on here, but again recollected at the back line by Oculalen.
Alright, and you can hear the comms are just all over the place, definitely making sure that they prioritize those conversations and those designations of where they are and where the other players are. They know that everything has to be as crisp as possible because there are no redos after this. It's a double elimination tournament, of course, and you know, this is their last possible chances. Wow, look at that slam from right below from Jack.
Yeah, that was a really good play from Jack. You saw earlier he let go of the disc to go for a to stop the stun from the enemy team, and he did successfully do that and got around 2 defenders, bought his team a lot of time, and well, they got back and they managed to get some passes around and managed to get that too. So a really good job on offense there by Blank.
Yeah, and now on this rollout, a bit of a triangle forming on their side of the floor. Botched a little bit. Let's see if they pay for it. They just might, but no, a stun. Nicely there from Oculalen to kind of undo the error and now send a clear after all, but it will be picked off in the tunnel and maybe right back to Awa, who also gets stunned out, so just not a lot of time to work with thanks to all this defense on both sides as the disc transitions from team to team.
Yeah, and Winter tries to walk this one back up. Really good passing we've seen so far from Blank. And another one coming through, although just missing Archie. May still be able to get it, but Neko able to get the clear away, and now going to be kind of just a fight for a disc at the midline. Going to be a quick pass there to Winter, and another pass over to Jay for Jack. Just going to try and bat this one out, buy some more time for them. And yeah, all the players covered here. Some really good defense from the Manly boys, kind of just forcing Archie to just push up by himself. No real passing on opportunities just yet, and he does get stunned away. Really good defense there from the Manly boys. They do manage to clear it and maintain possession here.
Yeah, going for a bounce as well. It takes a few awkward ones. The defense right up on them from Neko there. We'll go down to the trench, and now 3 players for Orange in the bubble area. Now trying to get back on the defense is Blank, and well, they do just that. Get the nice brawl. Jay for Jack now finding a clear or attempted clear, but it will take a bad bounce towards the trench as Archie takes it away. But the Orange stacks there for Manly boys already prepared to get that back.
Yeah, Oculalen taking that one, kind of just, I believe he got a leech, or he may have just gotten a stack and it broken up. That's a 3-point shot coming through from Winter, but Multi back in the goal. And quick pass and another quick clear, but not quite making it all the way through. It's going to be for J for Jack here for Blank. They're going to get possession again. They've gotten a lot of possession time in on this round, and well, they're ahead by quite a lot. So it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be tough because Manly Boys, they have to first of all get that that first goal that kind of just breaks that boundary, so that they can kind of continue to work forward. And yeah, I mean, even though it's only 2 goals, they have to get a goal in and past this Blank V2 offense. It's going to be really difficult.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty nice move there from J for Jack. Just a dunk from below. The thing is, coming in from that kind of angle, fairly easy a lot of the times for a goalie to potentially save that because it's a tough angle. But Jay, you kind of saw, whirled it right around just the back of the hand, basically. So it was kind of conscious of the goalie's hands in the way. So just slipped it right by the backside. So that's kind of a subtle thing he did there, but really effective to get the dunk move. And with that, that's 3 unanswered goals favoring Blank here, as Multi and Co try to get their first goal.
Yeah, and another clearing boost coming through here from Blank V2, but not quite able to get possession of that. It's going to be Manly Boys with a quick clear, but they don't have the stack. Oh, never mind, they do have the stack to back it up. Didn't see that coming through there. And it's going to be a couple of stuns, and it's going to buy Blank V2 back this possession, although not for a very long time. Winter forced to clear that out because of that pressure being put on there by the Manly Boys stack, and they're going to try and find a quick back pass. Actually going to go right back to him, but it's going to work anyway. Going to be straight to Winter. Going for this cross, get again for J for Jack, but a good stun and some good defense from Our. They really need to convert this into offense, and they're really struggling here because Albifon's all over their stack trying to get stuns, but they do manage to get him off. That mail slot there, not quite working out though. It's going to be cleared away.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for sure. Had the open goal, but just a rough bounce. But still, they'll at least get it back for only a second though, as it dings off the top of the goal. Back to the wedge where it's retained by Akulalan. Akulalan will send it right through into the other side of the field. But again, back and forth are the stacks, just really quickly on the approach. And 4 minutes remaining. Really need to see some scores soon from Manly Boys if they want a chance at coming back in this round.
Yeah, and I mean, Blank V2 just going to pass back here even more, just going to try and eat away that time. And staying here on this near the shield position, really difficult to defend from. And yeah, just pushes right in front of that goal. And at that point, it's kind of just a 50-50 chance, or even less, for the goalie to save it. Kind of just wave your arms around and hope at that point, because they could really shoot anywhere, and it's really difficult to read, especially when J for Jack does stuff like that.
Yeah, you saw the kind of windmilling of the arms there. Just able to really effectively bother the goalie and keep him on the toes. So tough to deal with for sure. And with that, that's 4 unanswered goals after 7 minutes of play, just about. And in the midline, getting stunned, and now released into the mail slot. A little too far to the left or to the right, but it will be just a rebound from Winter. Not a problem. They're up double digits now.
Yeah, and gonna be some more points for Black. It's really, really difficult because the Manly Boys, they've got a really good defense, and they're quite good at stunning away this Blank V2 offense, but they're really struggling to get it on the other half. And I mean, that's kind of what's the difference here, and that's not only because maybe there's a bit of miscommunication on the Manly Boys stack. They're spreading a bit too far apart. And not necessarily a problem with just the clears either. It's a mix between that and the Blank V2 offense also stunning them away, just trying to break up their stacks, and it's working really well. You see that here from J for Jack, just stunning all the passes, and it's really, really making it difficult for them to find anything up in offense and get any goals.
Yeah, and I think once we can finally see that first score here from Manly Boys, a lot of the times that's all it does take. You just want to break that ice, as you kind of mentioned earlier, and once you can get that, usually it's a lot more smooth sailing, but it is kind of a confidence breaker when you just can't get that good rhythm to start off a match and just see that score increasing on the one side of the floor against you.
Yeah, good slap away here, but yeah, again, they need to find the stack, and well, the Blank V2 offense is all over that stack, just stunning them away, and there's pretty much nothing to be seen, and now it's just a race for the disc, kind of just leeching on each other. And oh, J for Jack losing his hand, actually going straight to Awa here, so could be a little bit of a fortunate play for the Manly Boys here, trying to back it out, but just J for Jack going to steal it right back, and get his revenge, I suppose.
And really quickly on the recovery, let's see if they can still make something happen. A minute 25 left. The time is gonna be pretty tough for any kind of comeback situation, but still, a goal here, any kind of points will be really, really important if they want to come out of the gates in round 2 with any kind of, you know, momentum and rhythm that they'll need, you know, for the next 10 minutes at least.
Yeah, and some more stuns coming out here at midline. Oh, and a really good one there from Archie. That's going to win possession. He's going to take the shot. It's going to go right into the middle of the goal. Well placed there by Archie, and that's going to be 13-0, pretty much sealing away this goal, unless the Manly boys can find something crazy at the end of this game, which they, to be honest, really do need to do, or they just need to take a little minute to see between rounds how they're going to deal with this stack, and they really need to start getting ahead of the stuns and placing their stacks in different positions so that the Blank V2 offense can't just stun them away immediately, so they can get some transition in here.
And that's a good pass right there for the crossover from Oculal into Awa. Exactly what they needed here to end the round. 2 points on the board finally. I really like that play though.
Yeah, it was a good couple of passes and really well played there. And hopefully that's going to be able to buy them some momentum into the second round, and hopefully they're able to find something here, because yeah, a little bit of a headbutt coming through from Blank actually was very straight.
Yeah,
not quite going in though.
That was a pretty nice one actually, but yeah, that will be the victory in round 1 for Blank V2.
Yeah, and again, just Blank really playing it, Blank V2 rather, really playing it very well with the stacks and with stuns, and doing very well to place them in the right position, because it's really easy to kind of just get caught up in stunning the offense and not focus on your own stacks, but it was kind of them stunning to help their own stacks as well as get rid of the other stacks. It kind of worked in conjunction with each other, because while someone was stunning, the other player would come to them, and then they would win those most of the time. So Blank V2 generally just playing it very well.
Yeah, absolutely. And now the test for Blank V2 is to come out of the gates in round 2 with the exact same kind of mentality. Don't get lulled into complacency just because the first round went so very well for you, and it did. But you got to go into the second round with the same kind of fire, execute the same way. Don't get too lax, you know, basically keep the foot on the throat, so to speak, and just not allow any breathing room for a comeback in round 2 for Manly boys.
Yeah, they really need to, from the Manly boys, they really need to try and adapt here to these stuns, because in general that's kind of what's stopping this transition play. They really need to get those blocks on the right time. They really need to, well, in general, just change where their players are positioned, because it'll be much easier to get stacked together if their players are closer together and, well, further from the enemy. And I mean, as common sense as it seems from over here, I know it's difficult to think of in mid game and changing stuff, but hopefully they're able to come back from this in the second round. Hopefully they've had some time to think, and yeah, it seems like they will be maintaining possession for quite a while here, although another headbutt actually coming through from Archie, but getting that steal nonetheless, and he's going to get that clear through. Not actually going to be all the way through, so it's going to buy a little bit of time for them to get back. Not quite enough though. A good 3-pointer there from Archie from just in front of that half-court position.
Straight as an arrow. That's just a great shot right down that left side. Yeah, full confidence. You know, no hesitation on it, despite that initial bounce off the station geo there. Just, you know, got it back and made him pay. That's what you need to do. Don't worry about the initial mistakes or the bounces. And with that, yeah, first 3 points here on the board, and round 2 off to another good start. Looks like for Blank, because they got the disc back yet again.
Yeah, and just some communication errors, some small communication errors from the Manly boys again, losing out on the possession. Not realizing maybe that there was another defender back and trying to get the clear through when there was a person there. So it's going to be Blank V2 ending up with this offense now. It's going to be a quick back pass here, going from J for Jack. He's going to get the duck, but Oculalen nicely adapting to that duck position. And now the stack coming through for the Manly boys, and this is what we hadn't seen pretty much the entire game last time. And they do have possession. It's a 1-on-0 on the other side. They need to take the shot quickly. Oh, that's just as big of a ding you can get, but they do get it back with the 2. Gets the double ding, but they managed to get back on it.
Yeah, and same kind of thing I said earlier, right? Well, the first one didn't go your way, took a weird bounce, but just like Blank did on the other side, well, Manly Boys, same thing. Well, you took a miss, that's alright. Make up for it, get the disc back, and just score it the second time around. And they get their 2 points here, and that's already, you know, comparatively a much better start compared to last round. So just hopefully for them, they can continue building off of this and not allow too many more of those easy shots there on Blank's side, and just make them work hard for it here.
Yeah, and it seems like Winter's just going to get this back pass again. Blank v2, in general, they've just been really doing good at maintaining this possession with these passes. They're kind of a lot more organized in that sense in these passing plays. And well, that's because the players have some really good chemistry, and it really works well, and you can see it. And the slap shot not quite making it through, but they are going to maintain possession either way. Winter going for that shot, the goalie was stunned but just missing away, and the clear coming through here from the Manly Boys. A lot of stuns coming through, and actually this time the Manly Boys ending up in the upper end of that. So going to be Winter floating through here, the stack coming through, not quick enough, but Multi's going to get a couple stuns, may buy them some time here. Awa's going to get the disc now. J4Jack though stealing away and getting the stun. So some really good brawls coming through from both teams. J4Jack though just coming ahead of it, and maybe catching Multi off by surprise there in the corner.
And then catching them off, and off guard again, but oof, it's clear, almost going into the goal itself. So I think the moment comes here, they're trying to calm themselves, if nothing else, and get the defense prepared around the bubble if they can. Backing it out is Jack just for a moment, trying to dish it off, but Multi will get the clear onto the tap, rather, as a duo. Stacked with an open goal, but misread, and oh man, again, so these opportunities just lost for the side of Manly Boys, where they do have some good looks, but then the misread.
Yeah, and that really hurts when, especially with they're struggling to get these points, but they may just well make up for it here. I was going to get this cross pass. Oh, well read by J4Jack, just was a little bit too slow. Mail slot not quite on target, but gonna come straight back to them. Either way, Awa gonna get this clear through, but Archie's at the midline. They just need to take some more time with this pass back, as we've been seeing from Blank v2 here. They just need to take some more time with the disc, maintain possession as much as they can before they know for sure they have a stack ready, because otherwise they're just gonna keep clearing it straight into the hands of Blank v2.
Yeah, and definitely would be pertinent to get some, some cleaner communication and then passes in here. They're doing a good job on Manly's side to, get these stacks oftentimes, but it's just kind of what happens after the stacks that it starts unfolding as another series of fakes. But will ding outside, so tough miss for Jack there, who's otherwise been really successful on those drives a lot of today. And now the pile-ups forming here over in the trap. But a good grab from Oculal, and that's going to get it deep into the other end. So now they just need their stacks and try and get back on some offense, but unfortunately not going to be the case.
Oh, but the just a two-man stack back there, and actually missing the grab on the pass, so actually able to get the possession back. So let's see if they can maintain it a little bit here. Neko here trying to get this, but being stunned away. Well, not stunned by Winter, but just disrupted to the point where they're forced to block and they lose the disc. As a result, it's going to be Multi here, forced on a 2-on-1 against the goal. But now his teammates are back, so 3-on-2 here. Going to get the back pass, so not quite able to reach his teammate. And in fact, Neko was in the midline, so able to recollect this, but takes another bounce in the tunnel, and now going to be Winter trying to grab it. No, it's going to be recollected here by Awa. This bounce just might be close enough, not quite here. Archie's going to get stunned away here, but that's going to buy some possession for Rocky Allen. So here you go, some really good play now to try and get possession back from the Manly Boys, putting pressure onto that goalie, forcing him to clear into the enemy's hands, and oh, another ding from pretty much the same place.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Manly Boys are definitely getting some good looks. They look much better overall in this round compared to round one, in terms of getting back on the defense, in terms of getting to the disc first, but they're just overshooting some of these, or the opportunities they do have are kind of missing a few of them. So it's kind of everything but the finish is there. And I think all they need is that one goal again to go to start feeling something, maybe build a miniature run here in the late game.
Yeah, I mean, all there is, well, there was just one goal in it. In fact, there still is. There's still just 3 points between these teams, but yeah, I mean, J4Jack taking that dunk, and it's going to be in for the 2, and that 3-pointer that they got earlier now starting to kind of eat away at this time. There's 3 minutes left, which seems like a long time, but the plays, I mean, it just goes by like it's 20 seconds. So
yeah,
I mean, who knows? Multi trying to get this disc. They do either have to get 2 2-pointers or a 3. Of course, the 2 2-pointers will bring them further ahead here. So, yeah, I mean, it's difficult, especially considering the pace of this game much slower and a lot of more possession changes as this one just might miss. And yeah, that half court not quite on target, but Multi is able to recollect it. Oh, the back pass just missing though, not quite quick enough, and Winter's able to get rid of it in time.
Trying to make up the difference with some speed of their own. That will be a miss as well. They're going to be nabbed here by Oculel and sent to the bow tie, but just takes a rough bounce as well. Some knockouts coming in. Pretty well done from Neko and Cohen. And whoa, that shot is actually right down middle. Might have been a ding, but still, that was pretty close. Like I said, all these little attempts, they just are slightly more on course by just you know, a hair length. This would be, you know, potentially a tie game or even a lead for Manly Boys at this point.
Yeah, and this stack again coming through from Blank V2. Going to try and find this 3-pointer. Not quite going to hit that. Going to be on the backboard. And here, Archie recollecting in this kind of awkward position up by Tunnel. Forced to get rid of it, but a very well pass to J for Jack, and he's going to try and walk this one up into the bubble, get the goalie stunned, and he's going to get that one in. So there you can just see the thinking under pressure from Blank V2. Very, very good. The clear in that awkward position from kind of coming down from the popcorn area straight to J for Jack like a laser. And you could tell he just knew exactly what was going on all along, and very, very good comms from Blank V2.
Oh yeah, I had my camera right by Jack over here, so you can see the entire play unfolding while just watching his teammate, aware that, okay, my teammate has a chance to get that disc. I'm gonna just make sure I call out my position early, and he did. Called that Pac-Man area, and the perfect pass for the perfect eventual shot. Oh, and that one a dive out on what would have been a very crisp pass for the cut, but still gonna be capped off here by the defense of Blank V2, doing very well as they send a deep heave, and that's gonna bounce off that pole.
Yeah, coming straight back, and it's gonna be Winter. Forced to make this pass, not quite on target, but maybe able to disrupt that offense enough, and now is going to be able to get rid of it here. Not quite, though, because it's just going to be down mid. Albifon's actually going to try and go for that shot, maybe, and just going to go straight back into the hands of the Manly Boys. So here they go, try to make this shot from this tunnel. Multi getting it, going for the 3, going to make it. Very, very nice shot. Fading down, and he's going to swing above, and now just 2 points away here.
That was vital to keep them alive. There is not much time, but there is at least an opportunity, and that would not be there without that shot going in. So needing to act very quickly, gather their stacks, get those double stacks together that we often see from these teams, and just make that pressure happen. There it is, a back stack coming in, but that clear might just do it with only 5 seconds left. So with that, a retention from Jay for Jack, and that is game, set, and match. 2 rounds to Blank V2.
Yeah, and I mean, glad we could see Manly Boys come back in that second round, almost just 2 points away from matching them and forcing that 3-round game. And again, was very close. Maybe was just warming up in this in that first round. We did start fairly early, even for the EU people. So, yeah, I mean, very well played there by them to bring this back as well as they did, especially considering I mean, how hard that loss was in the first round. Yeah,
definitely. And well, with that, it's still great performances. We saw both these teams yesterday as well on streams, but for Manly Boys, this will be the end of their road in the Snowflake Cup for EU. And so moving on here into the lower bracket finals will be Blank V2, getting ready to go against the winner of those the loser of the upper bracket semis, or finals, if depending on how you read the brackets, I suppose. But main point is we got 2 teams competing in the upper bracket still, Everest and Hellbent. So the loser of that match will come to the lower bracket here to face Blank V2 to try and earn their spot back in the upper bracket grand finals to take away the win in this cup. With that said, again, good games there, close to the round 3. Shout out to Twitch chat real quick. We're gonna kind of redirect here in a second to get prepared for the next match, perhaps. Not actually clear on whether the teams have waited, so maybe Hasko in there can give me a heads up on whether we got the next one coming up. But with that said, I want to also, of course, thank Hasko for the amazing job helping organize this tournament. and for all 3 regions here for Echo Arena. VR community builders doing a great job, and Yellow Man I know helping as well for a lot of the organizing, and Rebuff Reality for helping sponsor all this, and yeah, it's been fun. But with that said, yeah, we should have our next match ready, says Haskell, so thank you for that. Alright, we're gonna redirect and be back in just a few minutes, I hope. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, hello, and welcome back to VRML Channel 1 for the EU Snowflake Cup, the conclusion. This is day 2. This is the upper bracket semis/finals, depending on, again, different websites handle it different ways. For Smash, this is the winners' finals, but there will be a bracket reset later on in the quote-unquote grand finals, so a grand finals, if you will. Point is, this is the tournament on who advances in the upper brackets and who goes to the losers bracket finals in a few moments after this match. So that said, again, stakes are high, but there's still some buffer in there for these two teams. Obviously, though, wanting to compete and make sure they don't have to go into that lower bracket and go face off, you know, against another hungry team there in blank. So with that, I'm Palidore here for VRML, casting alongside Swift as well. This tournament sponsored by VR Community Builders, Hasco helping organize that, as well as Rebuff Reality. And in addition to that, we have some other stuff coming in for good sportsmanship, MVP, and best team name prizes. Nominations can be sent to Hasco via DM or shouted out in the Snowflake Cup Discord channel over on the Echo Games server. But yeah, including, in addition to VR Community Builders and Rebuff Reality, we also have some rewards from Asterion Products, another one of our VRML sponsors also coming into the next season of Echo, as well as Pavlov and Onward. We have Marineverse and Facebook Horizon, so all contributing to the prizes. And in addition to that, Hasco in the chat there will be giving away throughout the streams today some keys for Tower Tag, so be aware and active and engaged in that to win some prizes of your own, whether you're playing or watching. With that said, Swift, I'll hand it off to you as we do look to launch this first round.
Yeah, absolutely, and really cool to have such nice prizes for this little cup here, and yeah, I mean, definitely a cool game. Tower Tag, of course, not only supporting Echo Arena, but supporting some other VR games, as the Joust is missed by just about everyone, but recollected here by Everest, and yeah, it's going to be difficult for Everest to pull this forward, I think. They're going to need a lot of really nice team play to come ahead of Blank V2. We just saw them there in that last game do very, very well with the team play and with their communication, but it seems like right now from this passing play that Everest are certainly out to match them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And over here it's going to be taken. Oh, and scored by Ares. How about that?
Yeah, nice steal back from the goalie, taking it back.
Sorry,
getting saved.
Thank you, chat, for pointing out. I didn't confirm the names on my overlay, so one of them was, yeah, not blank, it's Hellbent over here on blue. That was my fault, but that said, Everest and Hellbent here in the upper bracket, and I'll fix for you. Whoever that was who shouted that out deserves a prize of your own. But anyways, over to the mid line, it's Locky with a disc, and sending it over to Baguette here for Hellbent. Now trying to rebuttal with a couple points of their own, looking like maybe just a walk-in goal. 2-on-1, 3-on-1, gets the job done right on the feet at that.
Well, whether it's Blank V2, whether it's not Blank V2, they still definitely have some really nice passing, and my point still stands.
Indeed. Well, 2 for 2 on the first 2 shots here among these teams, and they're gonna go, again, right back at it, and not fighting technically for their Snowflake Cup lives yet, but they still don't want to be meeting Blank in the lower brackets. So with that, back to Bad Elmo, Elmo to Ares. He's going to walk it in on with a pass now to Archie. Archie trying to give it right back, right at the outer reach, almost connecting on the pass, but will be instead sent to the bottom of the floor. Rebounded, and the goalies had dived out, so open goal 4-2.
Yeah, I think important to mention, very, very nice shot coming in there from that bottom angle. Very, very tight coming through on that bottom line, as well as being pressured by 2 of the defense members, so really good shot from Ares there. So yeah, kind of forced to put it behind his back and take that tight angle shot, so well played there. But they're going to try and maintain possession off of this Joust here, just pass it through a little bit, although that pass missing so quickly, it's going to change possession back to Everest. They're going to go for that 3-point shot, not quite going to get it, but Ares going to recollect, take another 2-pointer. So well played by Everest to immediately take advantage of the missed pass.
Yeah, bounced right back, just in the right place, right time off that deep initial throw. So good job on Ares' part. Getting that rebound puts him up by 4 points.
Oh, and there's some nice trivia there coming there from Paddish in the chat. Apparently Richie and BX2, which are on Hellbent, were trained by J4Jack in the Rookie Cup. So that's some interesting trivia. We saw J4Jack in the last match, in Blank V2. And yeah, very good player for sure.
Yeah.
And definitely did some really nice coaching as well in that Rookie Cup. Yeah, Richie and BX2. Richie, a pretty well-known content creator at this point in Echo. And, also important to mention some really nice, a lot of content coming through from Echo, and it's just so nice to see. As Baguette tries to take possession here, but Archie Russell just slapping it away, and Conrad able to take it.
Oh yes, definitely shout out to Rich. I mean, maybe it's just my bad. I didn't realize it was the same Richie. Yeah, Richie, fantastic content at that. So good to see as a Baguette here captures the disc over by the tunnel. Will be contested by a couple of players. One thing I did notice from Hellbent yesterday in the streams as well, on the whole, they were featured for 1 or 2 matches, as that shot would have been online. But Hellbent's passing was pretty nice. Their team play was on point. They had a lot of these great tap passes and short range passes that are pretty tough to connect on, but they were doing it with consistency.
Yeah, absolutely. And another stun coming through from Bad Elmo. Aries going to take that off there, trying to do the boop shot, but BX2 trying to just get there to the disc. Going to be Lockie taking it here, but getting stunned away by Aries. And here again, a really nice block as well from Aries. So doing a lot of work, buying his team a lot of time. Everest now has all their players up in that bubble. Bad Elmo able to hit the pass, but a really nice read from Richie. And going to get the pass back to Aries. He's in that immunity time, and talking about that yesterday, so difficult to kind of worry about that player in the bubble if you stun them just a little early, and they get out of their stun, and they're just able to walk it into the goal.
Yeah, that's kind of the tough part about Echo, right? And playing at this level where the action is so fast-paced is because, you know, you get a stun on an opponent, you always want to try to be and doing something, efficient, maximizing your time, right? So you stun, you look for something else useful to do, but then if you get too caught up, you forget about the player you just stunned, and then a second later, boom, he's scoring on you because you just left for a half second when you should have maybe stayed, paying attention. But that's kind of the balance you have to play, and it's a tough one at this kind of pace.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of one of the really difficult parts of Echo is not only do they have to, work on all the mechanics and the throwing and passing and such, it's that you've got all these timers happening in your head at the same time, which as from a casting perspective and from a watching perspective, you don't have to keep track of because you can just see everything. But Bad Elmo here, just trying to take the shot, just going to ding away. But yeah, all these timers you've got going on in your head after you stun someone, you've got to count how long you've got till they're out of it. And Baguette is going to put that in straight for a 3. Really nice, converting that defense into offense after that clear.
Yeah, and just like that, right back into it. 8-5, still the point advantage, as well as joust advantage now to Everest, but anything could change with 4 minutes to go, and that's a very important shot out there from Baguette to, well, Baguette, and sending it over to the left tunnel now on this joust. Looks like, yeah, right back at Hellbent.
Yeah, and nice defense coming in here from Conrad. Seeing that last 3-pointer come in here. Able to cover that goal this time, not quite give a 3-pointer away, just might give a 2, but no, that one just going to ding away, goes straight into the hands of Aries here. Clay going to come through, and now looking for the stack, a zooming one, in fact, from Everest, and pretty accurate one at that, but just bouncing his head off the floor, just not getting the disc, and it's going to be a lucky 11 here, taking the disc. Going for this cross pass, it's a very, very risky one, in fact, but going to be taken by Archie. Russell with the clear, but Bad Elmo going to steal it right back, in fact. Go for another boop shot. Just might be online here. No, going to hit the pyramid. So very unlucky. Just slapping the pyramid instead of that backboard. I'm pretty sure it would have gone straight in there.
Yeah, but they'll still have another shot at it with that rebound, positioning out. You can see the players kind of covering every side and, top, bottom, left, right, all over the floor. Some great spacing, in fact, as they put it right in its place, or at least attempt to. The barrier pass well covered by Richie on the stuns. Still retained by Aries, but snagged out by Lockie, locking down on the defense as it gets sent to the tunnel. Partial clear, ricochets back. Second one, much better from Lockie, and that's going to bounce deep into the orange zone, awaiting the return of the stacks. One or the other. Looks like Baguette. Ooh, there he is again. 8-7.
Yeah, a very nice 2-pointer from Baguette, and on the other end as well, coming through, I believe it was Aries, again with the disc, trying to find that shot. Really, really nice to see, and it takes a lot of awareness to kind of to miss that initial shot and then still try and turn it into something else. So grabs it from the backboard, tries to go for that back pass. Unfortunately, that back pass was stunned out because of the good defense there, but still a very nice play, and it takes kind of a lot of skill and awareness to not only kind of figure out plan A, but also have plan B ready and think fast. That being said, Bad Elmo kicking around a couple defenders here and leaving the goal open there briefly, and he's going to take advantage of that, now 10-7.
Oh, he thought fast, just saw the opportunity, took it, made it. Easy peasy, at least if you're Bad Elmo. So nice recognition there to bring it back within a few, or up by a few, and now it will be Baguette, and the stack trying to kind of dribble it around, but the defensive stack was pretty well prepared, so Ares gets it back for him. Bad Elmo trying to retrieve a little outside of his reach, but we'll get it off the bow tie bounce, and now resetting to midfield, where Ares takes it, also pressured, so you know what, even a further reset, why not? I do like this passing play that we're seeing here from Everest, trying to space out and, you know, just be efficient with it.
Yeah, and clearly all his teammates on the same frequency here, doing some very nice bounce passes here to try and get around that defense, but still some very good defense here from Hellbent we're seeing, and Baguette getting another stun out, reading that pass beautifully, and maybe taking a little bit of a gamble on that pass, hoping his teammate can come ahead of that stun, but it is going to be Bad Elmo just sneaking in there, just going to miss the goal unfortunately, but yeah, some really nice play there from Everest, just sneaking one player up and communicating that. So Bad Elmo just going to get this back pass, find some more time.
And some excellent defense from Bad Elmo as well. It gets the disc back for his team on the brawls, and now the shot falls for Archie Russell, and they will wrestle this lead to the tune of 12-7, looking like it will be the first round going Everest's way.
Yeah, really good play from Everest. Again, very good passing. And despite the really good man coverage from Hellbent, they are just getting maybe stunned, one or two stunned, and then that's kind of done. And very good play in general from Everest. Some good passes too, and yeah, just very well played in general.
Yeah, very impressive indeed from them. So with that, 12-7, we'll go to the score screen in just a second here, presented by Ignite, of course, always so helpful for our streams and many community streams, pulling in the stats. IgniteVR.gg, go visit them. They're fantastic. Now that said, to the Twitch chat as well. Hello to everyone there. See Hasko stopping by, as well as Sphinx, J for Jack, who we just casted not too long ago, stopping by. BMW, not sure what you're smelling up there in the highlighted messages, but thank you for the follow in any case. Appreciate that, and thanks for joining us here on VR Master League. So with that, again, this is the upper bracket semis, basically, between these two teams. So the the last man standing in the upper bracket essentially will be the winner of this one. So whoever loses will go on to the lower brackets to fight for their lives and try and come back into this upper bracket for the grand finals a little bit later on. So that's coming soon. Yeah. But otherwise, stay tuned. And Albifons did a. I like your singing, yeah. But so you guys just finished it, like as the intro video was just about over. So I didn't actually get to unmute you guys in time. But anyway, round 2. Here we go.
Well, Albifons there saying, "Let's ditch Echo, become a boy band." No, don't ditch Echo. There's no reason you can't do both. Be a boy band in Echo.
Exactly. That's a spirit.
Absolutely.
Swift and I do it all the time. If you haven't heard one of our caroling streams, you're in for a treat. Anyway, first possession, kind of knocked loose a few times. Hellbent eventually taking this away as they send it deep on that shot. Ooh. No hesitation, but the result's not quite there either.
I was sure that was going to go in from my perspective. It looked just online, but just going to hit the ding. Unfortunately there, Baguette maybe with a bit of a self-pass, but being stunned away by Ares now, and a 1-on-2. Kind of expecting a back pass here, but getting the trade on the stun. And Conrad going to be left here with a 3-on-2, it looks like, on the defense there. So, yeah, very difficult to deal with, and that stat coming through. Again, kind of not quite sure who was going to grab the disc there, but maybe the communication not coming through there. Conrad trying to get rid of it, but stunned away by Lockie just in time, and this clear going to be right on line as well. Going to be stolen, though, by Ares, and gets stuck a little bit in this corner. As it bounces into the hands of Archie Russell.
Little dubstep disc, I guess, but that's okay. Disc is back in play, I guess, for now, as Locky. Oh, and there's the crash. Somewhat expected, but nonetheless, over there, another ding. We've seen a few of those here today. Joining back right away is Ares, meanwhile, getting some air on the rebound into the goal. That was a very strange series of events, but they got the results by the end of it, so I guess they can't complain.
Yeah, they got that 2-pointer. You saw them try and bring that back for the 3, and it not quite work out. And to be honest, I can't really complain. I've definitely done that more than once myself. But yeah, it's with the open shots are the most difficult, as we say. But Locky may try and get this back with another 2-pointer here instead and get 4 points. So hey, you can't really complain.
Yeah. So there you go. Like I said, you can't let it bother you because it does absolutely happen to everyone, anyone and everyone, at any level, at some point. And usually at many points, for that matter, over the course of one's Echo career. So hey, just wiping the mistakes off the virtual slate in your brain and, you know, saying, hey, move on to the next play, we're going to do it better next time. And that's what they did.
Absolutely, and Elmo able to get this pass off to Archie Russell, just a little bit off though, and able to take a couple bounces just to get away from him there. But that clear not quite coming through either, so going to be just kind of a fight for the disc. Ares almost coming out on top of it though, just missing that grab. Bad Elmo going to take it, get stunned away by Baguette. So quick thinking in the defense there by Hellbent, and now over to the other end, it's going to be Rich trying to flip towards the disc, but that stack coming through from Bad Elmo. Going to deny that, and Archie Russell going to try and convert this play. The stack's already there, in fact, and Bad Elmo going for another ding. In fact, going to be cleared away now by Baguette, and not quite making it through, but kind of far enough away from the players that they're able to get that stack through and go for this clear and boost here. May even be a shot. Very nice one from Baguette, and Boop will be proud.
I'm proud. That was great. Just though, again, no hesitation on the release. Knew the spot to hit 41 meters deep off that ceiling bounce, and 7 points advantage here in the second round for Hellbent. So definitely reacting with a lot of strength and just straight up good play to open up this round. You know, not letting the loss from round 1 bother them seemingly.
Yeah, and another play coming through. What a save from BX2. One of those, the most difficult save to make, I guess, in terms of the shot. From just about 4 meters away. And yeah, right in front of the goal, as big as an angle as you can get. Very, very nice play from BX2 there on goal. Although going to have to try and save another one here as they come storming back in the offense. But Richie's going to deny the shot. And he's going to take that and slap it right out of his area.
A good recovery here from Ares, able to get back first, just barely beating out that stack. Meanwhile, getting caught up in some brawls, but not for too long. There's the retrieval from Baguette there. Again, these stacks just so damaging. You think you have an open lane as that one almost goes in off of the bounce. Will be retained by Bad Elmo. Would have been a stellar highlight for sure had it gone. That said, back into the play as Ares sends it over to the midline and then backing it out for this reset.
Yep, the intentions were certainly clear on that shot, and definitely wanted to get that one in. Was so close to it too. That shot becoming increasingly common. So yeah, all these bounces so difficult to see on cast until it's literally a few meters from the goal, and then you're like, oh, yep, that was definitely a shot. Or yep. So Conrad's going to take this back. And a nice intercept, in fact, from Locky. Going to get this pass immediately to Baguette. Not able to get that 3-point shot, though. Bad Elmo already back in that defense. Trying to block away all the angles, make himself as big as possible. But the pass to Richie. And Locky stunned away, in fact, as well. So Archie Russell getting a nice stun there and preventing anything from happening on the offense. But converting it as well. Conrad just getting that shot in time, squeezing it in.
And the players there can't hear their comms this time, but interacting after the shot with some gestures, and always fun. usually in good fun. I think it was there, but yeah, nice hit. Just barely got there before the hands otherwise of the defender would have grabbed it. So Locky on this launch, almost a interception, but now zooming by was that defender. It's going to open up the door maybe for some plays in the back line as Conrad just misses it beyond that reach, but Bad Elmo will at least save it for the tap into the trap where it's gotten back with a Joker train on the way. Uh-oh.
I'm just going to let this speak for itself.
Well, the train has left the station and it's reached its destination. Lockie gets the 9th point on behalf of Hellbent.
Yeah, well, I guess responding to that 3-pointer in certainly a way. And, well, that's going to be in Richie's video if he ever makes one.
Yep, and royalties going to Joker, I guess, for that as well. But all the meanwhile, Ares will receive the pass over here. They're down by 6 points. Could make it a little bit closer as Archie tries to go in on 3 defenders. Almost gets it done, in fact, but Baguette now clearing it out as the double stacks try and get off and underway with some great success.
Ooh, nice stun there as well, coming in from that offense position, buying him even more time than he had initially. And Lockie here left with a one-on-one. Oh, just gonna stuff it right into that post, and that stun, meaning he can't really grab it back. So very well played from the defense there of Hellbent. And now going to be cleared through into Everest, and they are going to get another 3-pointer. Almost exactly the same, not quite as close as before, but definitely still a male slot, still a 3-pointer, and now it's 6-9. Behave yourself, Twitch chat.
That ain't your grandmother's puppet. That is one Bad Elmo. And that is a fantastic series of plays. I do believe that was Bad Elmo also in the goal, who dived out on the offender to punch him out and knock this loose. So he got the defense, he got the stacks, he got the offense, doing a little bit of everything. Once again, there's Bad Elmo in the tunnel along with Ares, so starting to put together some plays. Ooh, great grab, and some grabs back. Another train starting to come together, but now getting dislodged as it's sent into the midfield where Ares will receive it. Bad Elmo right attached. I mean, they're doing some serious work in the midfield, Swift.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're getting these trains as much as people hate them. I mean, hey, it's a play, and I mean, it certainly works. We've seen it work plenty of times, and as much as people may not agree with it, as much as I may not agree with it, it's still definitely a play, and you can't really argue with the points, and you can't argue with the scoreboard, of course, under the VRML ruling, which it is. So.
Now, Lockie there with some good defense, snagging it out of the air on a wind-up on the shot, but right back at him. Bad Elmo to Ares. There's that duo, and it is scary. 1-point game, still advantage of Hellbent, but starting to pick up some steam for Everest with this last minute and 20 seconds of round 2.
Absolutely, and I mean, I guess, responding to what I said earlier, I mean, the most you can do against it, I guess, is respond with points on the other end. I mean, that's kind of the best thing you could do, and I mean, the best way to kind of interrupt that stack is by just stunning it. And well, they definitely did just that to disrupt it, and they got the points on the other end. So definitely showing that they're still definitely in this game. They're just a point away here. In fact, 2 points away from being in the lead. So gonna be cleared here, and actually maybe just in a slow shot, but just making it past BX2. In fact, maybe the speed of that shot catching off guard BX2, expecting kind of a zooming shot, or maybe an anchor shot even, coming through, and nope, just a straight up 12 meter second, goes straight under the goalie's hands, and well, there you go, they're now a point ahead.
How about this from Everest? Definitely mounting a comeback, call it Mount Everest. Doing fantastic work here as Baguette now sends it over there to Richie. Richie, though, is gonna have to send it right into the goalie contested, and not what they wanted for sure, so now it's going to be right back to Ares' way. The sweep is in danger of happening here in the next few moments as the clock winds down. 9 seconds remaining. There's the grab, there's a shot, but just missing. Will it matter? Not at all, because with the time gone, it's 10-9 to Everest.
Was almost about to be 12-9. That shot was just milliseconds from going in and counting, but yeah, very, very well played to come back there from Everest, and, well, robbing us yet again of a 3-round game. But it's okay, because that second round was certainly a very, very nice comeback there from Everest.
That has been the running theme, it seems like, dating back to yesterday and several of the European Snowflake Cup streams, where just that second round comes down literally just the last 30 seconds or so, and just barely denies us that third round. So again and again, but you know, can't deny the fact that, yeah, they were super entertaining games. Congratulations there to Everest for that strong performance. They will now move on in this upper bracket as the sole survivors, essentially. So now Hellbent will have to find their way back into the upper bracket, and to do so, well, they will have to go against a tough team in blank. So with that, that will be coming up next in the next few moments, I do believe. So, yeah. But Swift, you want to give a read at the stats? Because I think we might be just staying in the server potentially. So we'll see.
Absolutely. So coming through with the 10 points is Baguette with the game high, doing some very nice plays, of course, with Lockie. 2 assists as well from Baguette, 2 from Lockie as well, and 6 points to Lockie too. A lot of saves, in fact, coming through from Hellbent as well, doing some really good defense with 5 saves from Lockie, 5 saves from Richie, and 3 from BX2. So just really, really cool to see a lot of good defense, but maybe not quite converting that as well as they would like into that offensive position, as Everest did end up, of course, with more, well, not more points in total, but more points, I guess, in comparison. So we're going to be Ares with 4 points, going to be Archie Russell with 2, Abad Elmer with 5, and Conrad with 3. So points all around the board. A lot of assists around the board, a couple of saves as well. And yeah, that being said, I think probably ready soon to get into this next matchup. And I need to shout out whoever's managing that bracket, maybe Haskell, but that Everest win was put in pretty much milliseconds after they won. So
yeah, again, shout out to VR Community Builders and Haskell, of course, leading the charge there with all the work organizing this cup, along with Yellow Man. I know been doing a lot of org work, and especially the North American streams yesterday, helping out a lot there. And to Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, Marineverse, and Facebook Horizons as well, sponsoring and adding some additional cool prizes there to the pool. Among them, prizes for good sportsmanship, MVP awards, best team name, all in the spirit of the holiday season, this community cup. Some very friendly games, friendly rewards. Of course, winners also getting their own special Discord roles for the Echo Game server, which is over 20k users strong now, just grown massively in this last year. This time a year ago, we were at, I believe, around 5,000 maybe users or so, maybe even less. But then Quest 1 came out, we exploded up to 12k, then 15k, then Quest 2 came out and just kept growing, and yeah, a lot of people in this community. But that said, yeah, we're gonna take a brief intermission now as we await these teams to join the server, and we will be following Hellbent as they face off against Blank V2 in the lower bracket finals. So be right back. All right, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back once again to VRML Channel 1 here for the European Snowflake Cup. We're about to wind it into the lower bracket finals. So again, elimination at play here between these two teams. Hellbent, who we just witnessed moments ago, and Blank V2, who we saw just before that. On the cast, I'm Palidore with Swift, and Swift, maybe, well, no, not maybe, definitely expecting a good game here, if there's any indication by the previous streams of these teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and I mean, we saw last game, Hellbent do very, very well, just not able to pull through.
Oh, hold on. Well, that was indeed pretty special. Yeah, we got our moments in VRML. No, happy to see it. You know, it's reminiscent of I don't think they do it anymore, but Team Joker used to always do the between round and pre-game karaoke's, and it was always super fun to watch. So you gotta love it, the caroling, all of the holiday spirit.
Yep. Well, certainly a way to kick off this match. And I heard a poggers, so that's going to be muted now for me.
All right. Well, I'm hoping for a very pog game. Sorry, Swift, but many highlight plays, no doubt. We're about to see here from these two teams, so let's get it underway. Round 1, lower bracket finals elimination game. Here we go.
Absolutely, and Jack gonna take this now and gonna be pushing it all the way through to the other end, or at least attempting to, and gonna be grabbed by Baguette here. And yeah, expecting a very, very good game. Of course, Blank V2 coming ahead in that last game we saw them in, and yeah, doing a very good job. And the same for Hellbent, and gonna be Hellbent there with that first goal, and both very, very close games combined into one, I guess. So expecting this to be maybe even closer than the last two.
Yeah, there you go. A really nice passing play, just 23 seconds in there for Hellbent. So, empowered by the lovely caroling, I suppose. You know, the war cries before they got engaged in this battle. So, gotta love to see it, gotta love to hear it. And as Lucky actually gets it stolen away, trying to get it right back with some stuns. But nice leech from Winter, able to get that back pass, but also cut off by a Baguette. So, nice defense just as much as anything.
Yeah, and that shot almost making it through. Going to be dunked through, though, anyway, by Lucky. Going to take that and just put it right in. Three-pointer not quite online, but doesn't really matter. They're going to get the points, and, well, the points count for points. And more points are good for Hellbent.
Swift 2020. There's a quote for the yearbook.
Yep.
Points are good for points, indeed. Hey, guess what, Swift? We're about to see some more, I think. Oh, never mind! I lied! Caster's curse, but in the best way. And now Lucky getting stunned on that play. I'll be fine, and I'll be darned. That was great.
What a save there. Going through. Didn't even get to see who it was. I think it was Albafons. Yeah, and really, really great save. And, well, you love to see it. And Winter trying to get that slapped away. Lucky, though, able to get it straight back. And Baguette doing a really good job backing this out just a little bit. Able to get Lucky into a better position here. The bounce shot not quite online. Baguette taking it. But stunned away here. And Archie's going to take this possession. Clearing it straight down mid, though. BX2 ready. And passing it straight back up. Richie not quite able to get the hands on it there. But Lucky going to try and find some. And back it straight out. Really, really accurate passing from Hellbent, even with not a lot of time. Really, really nice team play here from Hellbent.
Yeah, lovely communication as well from them, Lucky and Baguette. Again, before the disc was even retrieved, it was already Baguette on the barrier calling, you know, shield, and looking for that pass. And to be fair, was covered decently. There were defenders in the area, but still managed to squeeze it through and get that shot.
Yeah, and here maybe trying to convert it to offense now for finally Blank V2 are here on the other end. Not seeing much of them on offense, of course, for this game, but of course we're just 3 minutes in and they're just getting started, it seems like. And this stun coming through, Archie going to take that for the 2. 17 meters a second, certainly not slow. Doesn't really matter, both goalies are stunned away. It's a really nice play by Blank V2.
Yeah, for sure. A nice grab back there. coming in from Archie, just amongst the chaos. A lot of it on the floor with those brawls, you know, slobber knockers. And hey, sometimes it does turn to 50-50s when those pileups form, but whoever happens to come away with it will often have themselves a, you know, high percentage gold because everyone else is just busy in the chaos.
Oh, yeah, well, there's your first key. Whoever wants to claim that on Steam. Sure, someone's probably already done it. There's people that are faster than claiming things on Steam than I've ever seen, but yeah, there you go.
From Haskell there in the Twitch chat, yeah, giving out some tower tag keys throughout the day today, so much appreciation for that. So do be aware, Twitch chat, if you're wanting some tower tag in your life, you know, pay attention and hang out there in the chat on the stream.
Yeah, of course, and Albafon's going to get this cleared away here. Not quite the stacks maybe they would want from Blank V2 just yet, but they're still going to maintain possession here. Just Winter at the front line here, able to buy enough time. Jack coming through on the stack eventually, getting the dunk on through, and really, really nice individual play, but also team play as well. Able to get the stack eventually through and accurately put that in for the dunk.
Yeah. Got the nice setup off that bounce. It worked out very well for them. So 2-point game, reaching that halfway point of this first round in this elimination game. Lower bracket finals. Archie just missing the intercept initially, and great back pass there, and sent immediately though to the midfield. Good pressure coming in from Blank V2.
Yeah, and Baguette here just getting stunned away. Archie trying to find this clear, going to be all the way through, in fact, and might just come back to them as well. Winter going to be able to find this pass to Archie. Really, really nice play again from Blank V2, so they're able to pull this back, find some offense, and they're able to find some momentum here on the offensive play, get right back up to 6-6.
Yeah, fantastic work, absolutely, and that's set up pretty similar to that last one, right? A bit of a bouncer there from just around the bow tie area, and then they get one player sent over to the goal, able to retrieve it and send it right in. So tied up, 6-6, 4:40 remaining.
Oh, and that play's so risky with the 3-man boost, but it seems like it's working so far. Lucky just not able to put it in. Albafons with another save, sorry, as this one going to be cleared, and here trying to turn this into a little bit of offense as well. Archie not quite able to get the hands on it, but certainly some really nice work disrupting that, and well, a nice play from Hellbent up until the amazing goalie work from Albafons.
And now disc loose, trying to jostle for position was Winter and Lockie right there. Neither of them really getting the better for it until Lockie, with that stun, manages to get that off. So this is going to open the cut. The beautiful cut. Oh, the save, but then put in. Oh, tough. Otherwise, beautiful highlight. But that is just a tough result.
Yeah, Albafons maybe attempting to slap it there, but I think just getting stunned away right as the slap happened. So the disc didn't really go as far as they wanted, but nevertheless, Albafons with some certainly really nice goalie work, and
absolutely.
So far, Blank V2 has been able to convert that defensive momentum straight into offensive pretty well here. So I certainly don't expect Albafons' work to be in vain in the offensive side, at least.
Oh, for sure. And right now on the offense, though, is going to be Archie and Blank V2. The comms really frequent here, trying to send it to the shield. Will be a backboard attempt, rebounded by Jack. Jack, the attack, but now the save right back from BX2. So save times 2. The multipliers on the defense today are insane. The highlights for days.
Uh-oh, and the slap coming through just quick enough, but releasing it too early, not able to get it, but able to recollect, get that back for the 2-pointer.
Wow.
And, well, that's a relief.
Yeah, decided, you know what, this first shot, no, that's wide open, that's way too easy. I want to take it in on 4 defenders instead. Or 3, rather. So, just opting for, you know, a little bit more pizzazz to the shot, that's all.
Well, arguably the easier shot is against 3 members on the offensive, on the defense, if not 4. So, well, there you go. I mean, taking the easier shot, maybe, I don't know. Winter up front though for Blank V2, trying to get it through on the cross. Does manage to do so. Jack putting it through, not quite the save they wanted that time, but I think we've seen enough saves, and we need some more goals up in here.
Well, got one right there. I mean, we got 10-8 on the scoreboard, so Joust advantage going the way of Hellbent as well as the narrow point advantage. And 2 minutes remaining. Every play going to be super important, and unfortunately they do actually botch that first Joust. However, the defensive stack not quite as quick on the approach, so they do have a little bit of time to regather themselves on their stack, and they do. So there's a chains. It's going to turn into maybe a 2-on-1. The backlines stopped, and effective moves. Look at that end-to-end. A beautiful way to actually make something good out of what was a broken play initially.
Well, that's certainly a play. I mean, I'm just absolutely flabbergasted as to how they were able to recover from that 3-man stack being stunned out. Because that play was so difficult on the Joust. They're trying to get this 3-man stack happening on the Joust to try and just get a couple of passes through as well as get that stack. But it's so risky because if you get stunned away, then all of your 3 members are completely gone. And then you've just got one person back, and well, that usually doesn't turn out too well. But they still converted it into a stack on offense, which is absolutely incredible. Really nice play from Hellbent, in particular on the other side. But Blank V2 here trying to respond, actually denied by Baguette once more. Locky taking this as well, just trying to walk it up. Some really one-to-one passing here. Really nice coming through there from Hellbent. Not quite able to get the finish though. Passing it, oh, and getting the ding as well. Richie here going to try and put some pressure onto J4Jack. Not quite going to be enough, and going to be converted into a stack, although just missing the disc there.
Yeah, that's a really tough miss. It was vital that they retrieve the disc on that, but super quick, but just misread it. So that may very well secure this round indeed for Hellbent. It's looking like, even with this snag, just no time for 2 scores.
Yeah, and Archie here trying to get something done, but yeah, as you said, not enough time, and Lucky 11 just gonna sit around on the defense here, try and juke around a little bit, have some fun. Well, not only for fun, but also maybe to prevent some of the stuff building up on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. It always, round around, the emotions can definitely transition over if you finish around strong and with a goal, you can carry that. So, always something to look out for sure. But with that, first round going the way of Hellbent. So finding some success after a tough, very, very narrow loss against Everest just moments ago. Did very well for themselves here.
Yeah, and seeing a team switch here, maybe going to see a pause, unless it was literally just someone hitting the button by accident. Certainly wouldn't be the first time. As yeah, it seems like just gonna get ready up here.
Yeah, so looks like just they took the little reset. So definitely got to keep that in mind. I guess going to this next round, because it will be, as far as the game is concerned, the first round again. So, mind you, 1 round going the way here of Hellbent. And yeah, Blank V2 right back into it. So briefest of intermissions, and they're just looking to keep it going as J4Jack dishes it off. But yeah, wasn't able to take advantage.
Yeah, and a nice steal coming in here through. Winter taking that from the handoff, and now J4Jack gonna convert this into offense. A nice duck, and just putting it all the way through. The 3-on-1 on the defense, and well, there you go.
Yep, 30 seconds in, and a swing through dunk for that first score. So with that, back onto the joust here. Hellbent at the advantage. And again, this is the lower bracket finals, folks, for everyone here tuning in today on this 2-day tournament. Started yesterday, and across all the regions, this is an elimination game. So the winner of this match will go on to face Everest in the upper bracket finals to determine the winner of this here cup.
Oh, what a shot from Winter as that comes through. Just taking possession, no time whatsoever, threads it in between the shoulder and the net, and well, it hits the net perfectly and able to put that through.
Yeah, great start now for Blank V2. Lost that first round 12-8, but already got themselves 5 points in just a minute and a half, and with a turnover here, might even do it again for some more. But right now, their output on scoring is super efficient, and Hellbent has to be very, very careful here.
Absolutely, and this pass just missing, although they may recollect here. Archie gonna get this slap down to Winter, taking a couple of bounces here, pressured by 3 people, but here it's gonna be kind of a 2-on-1 now. maybe overcommitting a little bit too much on that defense. Jack here going to back it out though, and interesting to see. They chose to back that out, and instead of going for the shot on the 2-on-3, and actually they will take the points anyway. Going to be the shot maybe not coming through, but VX2 I think stunned in the goal, not able to come out for it, and as such, Albafons will stuff that right in.
Man, going in with, again, a bit of flair to it on that initial shot, a little bit of a turnaround fling behind the back, it looked like. But that said, good recovery. I mean, even if that first move didn't work, it was enough to kind of throw off the defense and allow for the rebound.
Yep, and I'm missing plenty of puns here about Turkey stuffing and stuffing it in the goal, but nevertheless, it's going to be BX2 taking it, trying to clear it through.
There's always opportunities for pun, Swift, don't you worry.
Of course there is. As Baguette takes us through, trying to get this cross pass, trying to get it back again, but just being intercepted there by Jack. So really nice play there, going to get the clear too. So going to be back for the defense here. Baguette taking it and trying to take as much time as they can. They've got the stack ready, but disrupted here by Winter. So very nicely played on the defense, even in the other half. And Winter may even get a possession of the disc here after a leech, so good job there on that defense, even when they're pushed so far up.
Yeah, I think maybe on that initial clear or pass down that tunnel, maybe a little bit rushed, or back pass could have been a bit more, you know, safe, I suppose is the word. Because yeah, there was a lot of time to expend, but that said, Blank, they've been taking full advantage here of all their opportunities in this round so far, so they're back at the offense looking to do it yet again with 7 unanswered points and maybe some more soon.
Absolutely, and now it's going to see Hellbent with the disc. Very, very dangerous position for them to be in here. They've got the stack ready, they've got the clear, and now Lucky 11 looking for a one-on-one, but the defense is back in time, and there you go, Blank v2, looking to keep the scores of Hellbent blank, and well, there you go, Baguette trying to find the disc again, able to get the slap away, but is it enough? Archie able to get possession of the disc, so not quite there, but they may be able to find this possession back. Lucky able to grab this disc and pass it over to Baguette. Oh, they really need to back pass here because their players are really, really far back, and they needed some passes there.
And this is not good if you're Hellbent to see that blazing stack just come swinging through with a grab, the quick recovery, and into the dunk again. Just from a couple meters out. So 9 unanswered points. We're at the 5.5-minute mark of the second round, and ferocious is just the only way I can describe this return in round 2 for Blank. I mean, they've already exceeded their first round scoring output, and we've still got half of the time to go.
Yeah, and that clear not quite working out either. The coming straight back to Baguette, in fact, and this clear is going to be all the way through, although Albafons, not getting the grab. It's going to go off his head instead, but that going to be slapped away quickly by Jack, although it seems like Hellbent will maintain possession here.
Yeah. See, Archie asking why has every game been 2-0 so far? Yeah, we were just saying that too after that last match, right? Where we've had, I swear, maybe 5 matches here in EU yesterday, today, that have been last-minute round 2 victories. So we almost had round 2s like 5 or 6 times, but yeah, just keeps being denied. But so far, looking good. Not to jinx it, but 9-0 for Blank.
And oh, this shot just going through on the ding, and those hurt the most, of course, when they're down, but Richie's going to take it straight back. The 2-pointer is valid, and it's certainly going to be there for the 9 for 2, and well, there you go, with 4 minutes and 20 remaining. Again, behave yourself, Twitch chat.
This is the thing, we saw last match as well between Hellbent and Everest, right? It was a late comeback, really, in the latter parts of the round, the second round, from Everest that got the job done and took away that sweep. So really, it's not unprecedented to see something like that happen. So Blank, despite this lead, they got to be careful. They got to still execute as well as they can, and they do. There's a 2.
Yeah, I mean, the execution not exactly perfect on the first one. Taking a little bit too much time with it, but they just get so many stuns on the defense that it's practically impossible to come back. Not on the scoreline, but in terms of grabbing the disc and getting it out of there, it's really, really difficult. And maybe another 3-man stack play coming through from Hellbent, but they're just not working. And they really got to switch these up because the stuns are really working in favor of Blank here. And They will have a one-on-one so far, although too far away to do much with it. So Jack recognizes it, trying to get this back pass out, and will indeed do so. So Archie now maintaining possession here, just running down the clock of these back passes, and there's quite a big gap lead here. So remember, this is round 2, so this will be kind of deciding will be the winner of this set. So Jack getting the disc, in fact, and getting stunned away. But the slap coming through may maintain possession here for Blank. No, going to be stolen away by Hellbent, slapped through. But again, it's still in the corner of Hellbent. So eventually getting that clear, not quite being all the way through the bubble. And going to be some stuns coming through again for Blank. So yeah, doing really well to stun and get the stacks at the same time. And well, that's ultimately what's causing it to win so far.
And the important thing behind that entire sequence of chaotic plays is just the fact that it wasted a whole lot of time. You know, only 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here, as another goal may be about to be for Jack, but no, not the case. Rebound from Archie will be put right in the perfect place from the ceiling, 13-2. They're back up by double digits.
There is no way this game does not go to round 3. There's no way, right?
You're really challenging the caster's jinx in this one, but it's getting to the point. I mean, it would be a very extraordinary comeback. They'd have to almost score immediately after all these jousts. So, but still, they do need to score because they don't want to be going into round 3 feeling like, you know, they're completely cold and have nothing going for them.
Absolutely, they definitely do need to get some goals in this round 2, or maybe they're just using this time to kind of take the reset instead of putting everything into this round, because I don't know, maybe something happening here, but they're going to be missing a couple of times, and there's going to be the 2-pointer. So as possible as it is right now, it's I don't know, it's not looking likely, but yeah. I mean, I don't know, then again, Caster's Curse and blah blah blah, and that's just bound to happen at some point. So I'm just expecting it to go to a round 2 at this point.
Yeah, well, the third round looking pretty likely. I mean, right now, Blank V2, they don't even need to score so much as just take care of the disc. So, I mean, if they can get some well-placed passes into high percentage shots like this, absolutely. But yeah, getting it done. So hey, back up again.
Can't get much more high percentage than a top right dunk, and well, there you go. And Winter's gonna secure that one, and we will be going into round 3. And boy, does that feel good to say after 2 days of being debated.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, that's like you said, a dunk on that pass. I mean, high percentages you can get. Main point though, not rushing anything and just making sure, because even though they're up 15-4, there's still some carryover effect here too. You don't want to get too lax or loose to end this round. You know, just make sure you keep the pedal on the metal. And wow, almost hitting the goal, but just hitting the metal instead. But right back up to the retrieval. Baguette being stunned. It's out of there. Round 3 on the way off this Joker train. 15-4, going to Blank V2.
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly seen no lack of Joker trains in this cup. Some would argue even too many. But, you know, coming through off of this round 2, despite what it says on my screen, but what it says on your screen is correct, as we did see a restart. So, it, yeah, will be coming through for Blank V2, and they're hoping to carry this momentum through. And, yeah, that last 3-pointer, important to note, I think. Even though it wouldn't have mattered for the scorelines for this match, it wouldn't have changed anything in terms of who won the round, but it definitely helps a lot as a striker to get those 3 points, especially from the half-court positions. For those to go in, it just lifts your mood so much, and it helps you to kind of push yourself through into that next round, especially coming off of round 3. We see a lot of the times, more often than not, the person that wins that second round, if they come back after losing the first, they often use that momentum push through to the third round, because right now, just thinking mentally and with momentum, Hellbent are looking a little bit worse for wear here, since they are coming off of a no momentum streak here.
Yeah, now teams taking the full extent of the 60-second intermission, so not opting for the reset this time. Obviously wanting to discuss strategy, mentality, and just kind of, you know, take a little bit of a breather before they come into crunch time. With this being a elimination game and an elimination round for that matter, every bit of this 10 minutes now. This is all crunch time, essentially, if they want to stay in this cup for the remainder of the day.
Yeah, and I mean, just seeing in chat there, as this is actually stolen here from Black V2, so I'll get right back to that. It's going to be J4Jack, although going to be stolen away by Hellbent, so maybe able to get this away. But yeah, just to be very clear, Joker trains are allowed in VRML. It's just, it's not exactly the preferred method of scoring, should we say.
Well, depends on who you are.
Well, yeah, if you're the team that's scoring it, then, I mean, certainly. But, yeah, I mean, certainly. Sort of frowned upon, but there's not really an issue with doing it, and I wouldn't really pressure people to not do it if it's something that is going to work. So yeah, definitely I'm not wholly against it, especially if it's working for you, and well, you can't really argue with it.
Caught Albafon's giving a wave to the defense as they're getting stunned, but in any case, another little bit of, I guess, echo trivia for some of our new players too. Back in 2017, it used to be that whole train situation. You would not lose speed, like if you're carrying the disc, but then you grabbed onto a friendly player, you wouldn't actually lose the momentum. So that was patched out after a couple months, but as J4Jack makes a 2-point score here, about a minute in. But yeah, just imagine, you know, if you don't like the trains now, just imagine how it was when you used to be even faster.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not exactly the most difficult thing to stop. If you stun the person at the front out, it's basically just leaving that person with the disc floating off into the middle of nowhere in a random direction. And I mean, yeah, that's very dangerous. But I mean, it is kind of a risk-reward play. You trade kind of having that stack on the disc for and having I guess a lack of passes for having a more difficult to I guess get on the offense. So it's difficult to get the stun, but when you do get it, it's definitely risky for the other team to do the Joker train. So I mean, it sort of balances itself out, as this 3-pointer might just bounce out this round. Not quite though, as this comes through for J4Jack, and he's going to be able to recover it as well. Pass this back to Albafons, and oh, a headbutt coming through on the defense, actually in favor of the offense there. Winter to J4Jack, and there's 2.
Yeah, just unfortunately for them, yeah, the punch was on point, but you know, so was the trajectory of the disc. I mean, that Hellbent stack was actually doing some pretty good damage. They were really redirecting their location fast, not wasting any time once that pass was out. So they were almost right there to get that recovery. I mean, you can see him again on offense here now, doing the job, and might be available for that shot opportunity, but will still be tapped out there by Albafons, now taking place in the goal. A great pass up to Lucky. Lucky crossing it over and makes it count for the 4-2 on the scoreboard. Nicely done.
Yeah, just taking the shot a little bit too early initially, but they managed to recover it and get the 2 in the end, which is like, eventually what matters. And Hellbent able to get some momentum in this round, and hopefully they can carry that over.
All right, so on the launch, offense here, it's Winter with the disc over in the tunnel, looking for the teammate there on the bottom of the boot area. 2 defenders kind of near that bubble, now 3 for Hellbent, as they will try and kind of reset out on the offense and find some good spacing again.
Yeah, Winter getting this pass to J4Jack. Straight down to Archie, but just missing the disc, and here, gonna be slapped right down, and Baguette trying to find this disc, gonna be Lucky now, trying to get this pass and actually just clear it all the way through here for Hellbent. So the stack not quite through, but eventually making its way, and actually going to be just quick enough to get the stun. So well played by Hellbent, and here going to try and find some passing opportunities here. Nicely blocks away though by Blank, and some very nice lineups on the defense, but very nice positioning as well at the back line, but just backing it straight into that stack. And well, there you go. Is that, oh, that's just so close. That was an absolutely absurd angle.
Oh boy, yeah, that's yeah, that would have been again. We saw one of those in that last match as well. Hellbent and Everest. I mean, would have been great. In any case, though, the long heave here, Lucky midline to Baguette. You can hear again the comms all over the place. Over to the left, Pac-Man to Richie. Richie is trying to evade with a little bit too late on that, so gets its stun stolen, and to Jack, not able to get a clear, but his teammates will get the recovery. There's Winter with that long fling.
Absolutely, and Baguette here with the disc again stacked with Locky. We see a lot of these plays from Hellbent, a lot of the dribbling plays, the 2-man stacks as well as the 3-man stacks, in fact, using that towards their advantage. Usually, we see 3-man stacks as sort of a either a positioning mistake or kind of just a last resort, but it seems like Hellbent are opting for these. That's a great save by BX2. Another anchor shot coming through, not quite the 3 that maybe they wanted, but they certainly wanted the points, and well, they got some.
Yep, sure did, and points are points, as you pointed out earlier on. The 4:30 left here in the third round, and yeah, again, elimination on the line. So the team who loses here will be done for the day, and the winner, well, they will be members of the final 2. Go on to face Everest in the upper brackets for the final match here in the EU Snowflake Cup. But right back into the game now. J for Jack. Just some clever maneuvers to juke around a bit. And Winter trying to do the same with a Dusty.
And yeah, that coming straight from OCE and right back into EU, I guess. So, I mean, yeah, nice to see all these, I guess, names coming from things. That originating from OCE, I do believe. I can't remember which sport, but it's nice to see that it transitions between the regions. And here, Winter going to put this right in, and never mind, maybe not going to be stolen away. Did he manage to get this?
Oh no, that was a straight up save, Swift, and Swift was his arms, but doing some harm is Archie on the return into the bubble.
Well, that'll do very nicely, and well, that'll certainly do for the defense for Hellbent, but they do manage to get it right back and manage to get the points anyway.
Yeah.
But there's defense momentum there, and hopefully they can transition that.
Yeah, we did get a brief pause for one reason or the other, so we'll be right back into the game though, so not too much of a delay on that as we're back into the mix. With that, right off the bat, it's a quick 3-stack and juggling all the way down the floor. That was lovely execution, and look at this score. That was fantastic. 9 seconds, and they got a goal off of it.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess taking advantage of the fact that this is kind of just a community cup, they're able to test out these sort of jousts that maybe initially wouldn't be considered as, well, technically competitively viable, but finding a way to make it viable, and it certainly works when it works, and you see it very well there. It's forces some very nice passing plays, of course, with the risk of getting stunned out, but you see risk reward plays all the time in VRML, and that's just, I guess, another variant of it, and very well played by Hellbent, and nicely done to kind of invent that, because I don't think I've ever seen the play like that in VRML match before.
Yeah, and in the trap now being lost here over to Archie. Archie just bouncing it on over to BX2, over to the tunnel now, where Winter retrieves it, but Baguette is going to be there on the quick contesting. Now Archie also being contested, but nice pass just wisely over to the station. Again, the comm's so important here because you can see on a lot of these passes, it's not too long before they're immediately assaulted by a brawler, like right there. So if the comms aren't immediate before they even grab the pass, I mean, it's almost a guaranteed turnover thanks to that aggression from Blue, from Hellbent.
Yeah, absolutely, and gonna be Albafon's taking this back, trying to convert this into a little bit of offense here, trying to get it straight back up here. Archie looking for the pass here, trying to stack up to find some better positions, although just a little bit of miscommunication maybe there. Baguette getting stunned away, in fact, so J for Jack getting this pass back, maybe trying to get this cross. Actually no, just gonna go straight for the shot, makes it in for the 2, and now with just a minute remaining ish, roughly, and that's gonna be yeah, very difficult for Hellbent to come back, but it's certainly doable. They're just 2 3-pointers away.
Yeah, it's right down to the wire as we reach the 1 minute mark. So about 60 seconds from now, we are going to determine who is done and who is advancing in this tournament. Another fast rollout. Man, oh man, are they fast and furious. And they've got another score on the board.
What a play, and this is exactly what they need here. They need, well, speaking of risk reward, they definitely need those plays to come in right about now, and yeah, definitely need some quick goals, and now Hellbent starting with possession, so going to be a little bit, oh, they're so close. They were so close to the read of that joust, and that would have put them so far ahead in terms of time here. So No, going to be J for Jack, just wasting maybe as much time as he physically can. Actually, no, going to put that through. I would say probably wanted to waste a little bit more time here. This one could just be in danger of going through, but 12 seconds remaining and just not enough time anymore. And it's going to be Blank v2 progressing to the finals, and it was mighty close for Hellbent, and you've got to commend them for definitely playing until the last whistle. And,
oh yeah.
Well, there you go.
Absolutely, that's what you got to do. And man, that was fantastic. Get on the overlay side of things, it's not actually the end of round 2, it's just because there was a restart in there early on, that's why. But with that, fantastic match. Round 3, after being denied the round 3 many times on close matches throughout the last couple days. Yeah, we get that, and that was stellar. Congratulations to Blank for the win, and just, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, absolutely, and very nice to see that match be so close, and eventually we did get a round 3 game, even if it did take until the losers final to get so. But we will be progressing to the grand final. It will be Everest versus Blank v2, so stick around. We won't be very long, I assure you.
Yeah, exactly. But before we do that, do you want to just redirect it over to Twitch chat again? Let's say hi to you guys. You guys have been great and tuning in over the past couple days. So Steel Skydiver in there. Saw Steel multiple times on the stream yesterday. Fun game, saying these rollouts are crazy, and yeah, for sure. I always am quick to give those compliments and just point out, you know, from the North American perspective, you know, because both as a player and as a spectator / caster, I mean, it's very distinctly a European strength throughout Echo in the past several years, where those stacks, those rollouts, they have a lot of super unique ones and fast ones comparatively. Not to say that North America or other regions are slouching in that manner, but it's always been kind of that little bit of difference, you know, in kind of regional metas, and it's fun to watch. That's why I do like these particular games in Europe, because they're a bit of a different beast to cast from you know, from your North America game, and same applies for North America in aspects, and same for Oceania from last season as well. I mean, it's the flavors of the world. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, absolutely, and hopefully eventually we'll be able to combine those flavors. But not quite yet, as of course we've got to deal with the important things in the world first, which is, it's sad. The timing is sad because Echo Arena is growing so much, and I just know all of you want that juicy LAN. But I promise you, well, I can't promise you anything, but
well, no, you can't.
I'll
Where are you going with this, Swift?
Nowhere, but you get what I'm hinting at. Anyway.
Yeah, of course. No, it's absolutely. You know what? If nothing else, 2020, among all the other things, has been a stellar year for this community and for growth. And you know, in times where we have to be indoors more than we're used to, I'm glad we have Echo to spectate, to cast, and to play it. It's phenomenal, fantastic, and all the other great adjectives that I can't think of right now. But yeah, with that said, we will be back in a very short amount of time for your grand finals to determine the winner here of the Snowflake Cup in Europe. So we'll be right back. Next match coming up.
As
All right, everybody, hello once again, and welcome back once again for one final time here in the European portion of the Snowflake Cup, as we indeed enter our grand finals, or finals, I do suppose. There will be a bracket reset, of course, in the way if should Blank defeat Everest the first time, they'll have to defeat him a second time. But that said, you know, the two-day tournaments all led up to this. There's been some fantastic matches. We got that third round thriller just moments ago here on stream, Swift, and yeah, hopping into this one, I'm just I'm antsy just to see what happens in the coming moments as these teams file in.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, again, just the game's being more and more close. We saw the first 3-round matchup last game, so yeah, hopefully gonna get more and more close as we get towards this grand final. I definitely expect this game to be a very good one, assuming the last matches and how close they were.
Oh yeah.
And these two teams have done so well to get through to the finals, and yeah, some great play from all the teams, especially in this cup, but especially to these two teams. They just managed to pull ahead, and I mean that's of course why I think this game's gonna be so close, because it really was just pulling ahead of those last games. It really could have gone either way, but these are the teams that pull ahead, and yeah, I'm definitely expecting a very good matchup.
Yeah, for sure. So, anticipating that, absolutely. We, of course, also have the North American section of the Snowflake Cup that will be concluding today as well. Still plenty of matches to be played in that. I think somewhere along the lines of 6 or 7. So that'll be starting in, let's see, about 3 hours, 15 minutes from now. So still some more to come as well, and it's been a fun event. We have, again, our great sponsors for this event and VR community builders, Hasco there, helping lead the way and organize all of this for the community and Echo Arena, as well as Yellow Man. Shout out to him for helping organize and keep teams kind of straight yesterday amidst all the chaos. And just as well for our event sponsors and Rebuff Reality, Facebook Horizon, Marine Verse, Asterion products are all adding to the prize pools of sorts. And I say that as in it's not a winner takes all type of thing. There will be prizes distributed towards good sportsmanship, for good team names, MVP type situations, and yeah, so it's a for fun cup. A lot of participants, obviously, and multiple people taking home some things, as well as in the Twitch chat. throughout the day. Hasko giving away some tower tag keys, so stay tuned in there for your opportunities to win those throughout the streams.
Yeah, absolutely, and you may have seen earlier in that intermission we had the Twitch votes, which the minute I can't pull up the odds, but I'm sure one of the mods can. It's yeah, it seemed at least very close. A lot of voters taking that into account, and if you don't know how that works, you can vote with your channel points again, so it's not a real money bet or anything like that. You just vote with the channel points you get from watching the stream, and well, you get some based on who voted on who. I did vote, but that was more to just encourage other people to vote. I'm completely impartial as a caster.
All right, well, let's see. We got Ares on this first launch, taking that disc, sending it over to Bad Elmo, up to Ares, right back, and down to the corner. Slightly missed on that, but Elmo's able to actually recover and then backs it out before the barrier pass and drains it for 2. Ares, 20 seconds in.
Absolutely, and yeah, very good play there, just starting off that initial goal. And yeah, very, very well played by Everest to take those first 2 points, but of course this can go either way. Now, going to be just advantage to Blanc V2, and we've seen they've done very, very well with maintaining possession and getting this time managed on the joust advantage. But just as I say that, it's going to be Everest with a few stuns able to deny that possession, but J4Jack getting it right back off of the pass, so a very, very good play there. Now going to be Archie trying to find the reception on that pass, just missing it though. Conrad going to take that at the back line, try and find some time, and oh, just missed the pass as well. So he will get it back to his hands, but with less time than before. Going to be Ares with the clear, and yeah, just forcing that through, and now just going to be a race of the stacks.
All right, and see some people in the Twitch there talking about their votes. Expecting interesting matches as well. See Taco in there. A shout out to Wolfo, and maybe this one gonna howl on the prowl. It's J4Jack. Gets the 2-point tie-up here. But shout out to Wolfo, by the way, for helping with that as well. On the voting things for the Twitch stream. You know, I'm notoriously bad at multitasking, so always great having someone else kind of in the mod seat on the Twitch side of things to make those polls and keep chat in line when you guys misbehave, you know. Every now and then, you guys do stuff that's worthy of a coal for Christmas. But on the whole, I'm glad to have you guys here joining us for the streams today. As that's a nice save, wow, from Conrad with no time to spare.
Yeah, and I mean that's you want to put your shot slowly through that shot so that you can get it accurate, but maybe a little bit too slow as the defense is able to stack back for it and get that awesome save, as that is going to be straight back into the hands of J4Jack, almost getting it again. In fact, Conrad sticking his hands out, almost gets that in the goal, but not quite able to get it. And apparently, that's 73% vote for Everest here, but may or may not have been the fact that I put 7,000 points on them. No flex.
Oh boy, so lopsided odds thanks to Swift. Talk about impartiality. In any case, also here I'll unmute the streams for the moment, or the teams. I forgot to do that. Hopefully I don't regret it. Every time I say that, usually within 3 seconds something is said that I regret it. But anyways, over here it's Archie Russell with a disc, and from the bottom of the floor just handing it right back up to Ares, and Ares is going to take it in on all the defenders. What was that? He still got the shot, but wow, talk about traffic.
Yeah, absolutely, all the defenders right in front of the goal, manages to thread it through all of them, only just getting it past the goalie's hand there. And yeah, absolutely, going to be 4-4 now. So certainly, no matter how lopsided the Twitch odds are, the odds in the game are exactly the same, it seems like. As this is an excellent bounce pass off the table to J4Jack, going to get that back pass, just going a little bit too far through though. So if they can get a stack here on Everest, it's going to be very, very dangerous. But luckily they are able to maintain possession here.
And now trying to spread the floor a little bit, but hiding behind the block, and maybe a shot will, no, just he sent it right back towards his general direction, but Winter is still able to send it to the midfield. A very fast chain will recover it briefly, but some bad bounces will just send it ricocheting every which way except the hands of their teammate, but they'll still get it off the wall. Recovery back to the bow tie on that pass. Again, the floor spreading pretty good here for Everest, trying to space out, but maybe a little miscommunication. Neither teammate really going for that disc to grab it, and now it will be, again, lost the trap.
Yeah, and here taken at the back line again by Conrad, able to recollect this. So Everest still on the offense here, able to find a couple of open passes here. So Bad Elmo being the first in line for this, going to find the pass up to the backboard and just textbook play. Really difficult to defend against that backboard pass, or the clock, I guess, as we're calling it now.
Yeah.
Gonna be straight into the goal. We can call it whatever the Twitch shop wants us to call it, I guess.
Yeah. I guess see, the thing is, for a lot of these callouts also on, when it comes to like geo and locations, try to make it easier, especially for, you know, the less frequent viewers that tune in, and there, you know, there's so many new people in Echo, so sometimes I go for the more generic terms, you know, call something geo, unless it's obvious, like barrier or backboard, you know, those are obvious, but saying clock is maybe a little less obvious sometimes.
Yeah, probably, and I mean, I guess it's down to kind of what you want your team to call it. Of course, you don't have to base your call outs in your team off of what we say in the cast. But yeah, of course, for the less frequent viewers, it certainly is probably is more easier to hear backboard and be like, oh yeah, it's the board at the back, rather than hear clock.
I think strategically clock probably makes more sense just because it's less syllables. So, you know, quicker communications, which is always important, as they need some quick communications now to recover this disc before that goal is exposed for a 3, and they will at least cover it now. But over to Bad Elmo. Elmo now resetting over there to that block, and down below it's Elmo, and oh my, Conrad, that was rad. It's 8-4, but lovely passing plays again coming from Everest.
Yeah, really good passing plays from Everest still. And pounding on that mountain to climb for Blank. So let's see if they can try and prevent that. So they don't have to climb Mount Everest, and it seems like they're certainly trying to prevent that. This Joust, pretty short passes, trying to stop this stack from coming through. And they do just that, and actually Russell trying to find the hands on it, and actually just a misplay on that pass, and going to find the 2-pointer Aries there. A fast shot, and just going to go quickly into the net. 10-4 now, and yeah.
Yeah, and shot that rather quickly too. Almost, I mean, 6 meters out, almost in danger of having that even saved, but still was able to put just enough juice on it to squeeze it past the defender. And a good job on his part, but 10-4, there's 3 minutes left. Still need to see some more scores coming in now from Blank to catch up. But yeah, Everest doing a pretty good job here, just on this spacing and the team play. I mean, look at the work up the floor here. Once again, it's very, very nice.
Yeah, absolutely, and that back pass just going to miss for Everest, but they are able to recollect it eventually. Going to be the back pass here for Conrad. Martin there mentioning that, I mean, yeah, a lot of the comms can get twisted in between each other, especially if you kind of don't say. But I would argue that low goal and logo doesn't really matter, because the logo is low in the goal. But yeah,
true.
Anyway.
Man, these puns will never rest, as Everest tries to defend, but Aries gets that clear for them. It's going to go to the wedge now, breaking off all these stacks, picking it off the wall with a lot of pileups. Again, just a bunch of cluster between these two teams. I think 6 different bodies all in the area, and now just maybe conceding an open goal, depending. Let's see, faster is the boost. Coming in there from, who was it, Aries. Albafon's almost the save.
Yeah, just not able to get that in time, and yeah, really difficult against so many attackers to kind of focus on where the disc is actually going. So yeah, difficult, but possible nonetheless, as it was able to get his hands on it, just not quite in time. Now 12-4, just piling on the points now, Everest. So yeah, I think I'm done with that pun, but I mean, it's certainly going to be a hill to climb for Blank. It seems like I can't really avoid it. It's.
I think you mean a mountain. I think you mean a mountain to kill or climb, but that's okay. It's over here to Jack. It's that's looking like a juggle attempt perhaps, and indeed they will break off that nice boost, but will be broken by the punch from who else? Bad Elmo, who was doing a whole lot of that on the streams both yesterday and today. So got to watch out for those brawls and those dives from Elmo. All the meanwhile, now 3 defenders in the goal, kind of splitting off just to one. It's Conrad. Meanwhile, the other 2 will pick it off. It's Aries sending it, but kind of butted off the body as it does go into the orange zone.
Yeah, and Conrad here left with an open goal. Doesn't bode well, but not quite on target here. But Elmo here trying to recollect it, but going to be Winter at the back line, maybe trying to put some pressure on here. Pass is going to go through anyways. Bad Elmo just under the goal here.
Nice.
Low goal, all logo, I guess. And going to be put in to the tunnel here, but Aries is there to recollect it, and now going to go for a little bit of a boop shot, a bit ambitious, but going to not quite get through the tube there, and they're just struggling to get these clears through. They need to pass it up, I think, a little bit more, as the positioning from Everest at the back line is really there to stop these clears from going through, and, well, it's absolutely working.
And with 20 seconds remaining, whatever happens here, it is going to be the round going the way of Everest. A nice steal from Winter, sending it off to the tunnel, and followed by that pretty immediate stack. So they're going to find that goal pretty open with a lot of time to spare as the clock does wind down to 0. The gameplay clock, not this clock. But yes, it's 12-6, and Everest, they're one step closer to victory. They only have to win this series in order to win this tournament. So Blank is the one who has to come from behind now and, you know, just hunker down and find a better second round.
Well, yeah, Blank had a really good track record so far for coming back after the loss. So, I mean, maybe they can do something here in the round 2. Maybe try and adapt to some of these plays. Again, I think they need to start passing around a little bit more, start to maybe get a little bit more team play coming forward, as the clears and the clears and boosts just aren't quite working, as the defense from Everest is really strong. They're able to intercept that quite a lot of the time.
Yeah, now the teams right in their spawn areas discussing. All the meanwhile, the stats on the screen for you there, provided once again by Ignite. IgniteVR.gg, always appreciate them. Saw friends playing on the stream yesterday for one of the North American teams. Can't recall which at the moment because, well, there were 70 some teams playing over yesterday in North America, and it was quite a lot. But, you know, really fun, as we mentioned in VRML and in these off-season tournaments among the community. I really like seeing a lot of these players that maybe I don't recognize as much. You know, some I do, but then there's a lot of these rookie players, newer players that I don't. But it's nice because it's like a sneak preview for what to expect the following season. And with that said, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 on the way. Blank. They're playing right here on their heels. They need to win this round.
Absolutely, and here going to be a quick stack coming through for Black V2. Not quite able to get their possession of the disc though. Able to recollect it for the second time though. Archie getting this pass through, but J for Jack just missing the reception. Able to get it though eventually, but losing plenty of time here on the offense, and it just leaves a lot of time open for Everest to get into that offensive position. Going to go for this pass back here, so a good play there. Archie left open here, but briefly missing that pass to Winter. Again, getting the possession back again, so good work there. Gonna go for the 2-point shot. 2 goalies in the net, and maybe not the right play there. Getting a little confused in the defense, and, well, as such, Blank taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and good on them. They definitely needed to score and get started on the right foot, basically, with this second round. So with that on the offensive joust here, first time it's Everest on the round, and Conrad QBing has a little bit of time before the stack flies by him. And Bad Elmo trying to fly it on over to that shoulder. Aries, though, getting stunned nicely by Archie.
Absolutely, and now coming through over to the midline, going to be taken by Winter, cleared a little bit through onto the tunnel, and a difficult pocket for Conrad here to maintain the disc in. Archie's going to put on a lot of pressure here, force kind of a little bit of a rushed clear. And they are still able to maintain possession here, so Everest able to walk this one up, try and go for the pass, but J for Jack is in an excellent position there and able to intercept. So the stack coming through quickly for Everest, but following through shortly behind is the stack from Blank V2, but a good stun there. Might buy a lot of time in the offense for Everest to walk this one up, so going to get this back pass to get even more time, and Bad Elmo going to try and walk this one up to the passes.
All right, Conrad here with a disc. Winter not playing right up on, so J for Jack as well, just trying to play the lanes a little bit. That said, no one covering the bottom pass or diving on it, so Aries will capitalize on it. 2-2.
Yeah, and some really good play there from Everest. Able to maintain time very well yet again, and put the passes through. The passing is very, very clean from Everest, where we see maybe a little bit more fumbled passing from Blank, and I guess that's sort of the very, very minor differences that we're seeing that caused this match to be a little bit tilted to one side, but it seems like Blanca are doing as well as they can to maintain possession, and they're doing as well as they can to stack. So we'll see if they can flip things on the other side here, as this does get cleared through for Everest, and maybe we'll see them maintain possession at the back line if they get this stack, but a difficult bounce to read is taken by J for Jack and now cleared through, but just straight up the top middle position and taken here again by Everest, but a missed shot here going to be cleared away again by Blanc V2. This clearing boost coming through. Archie able to take the disc here. Bad Elmo following shortly behind him and missing the cross pass. Winter's already too far through. Aries able to get the clear.
Yeah, it was a good idea, just not quite there on the execution, but you gotta love the attempt. You gotta love the rebound here. They're gonna try and get another goal. The defense had left, but now they have returned and get the disc right back for them. There's Conrad, but kind of risky, no one in the area. Luckily, the stack's always so ready and willing to go on a moment's notice as that shot, or that pass rather, gets sent into the shot, and it's made by Jack right before that stack was gonna approach him. So 4-2, favoring Blank in round 2.
Yeah, and Everest able to were able to get those that stack to use it towards their advantage before, but stacking a little bit too early caused both of them to get stunned out, and instead of getting the clear and boost out, in fact they left two of them open on the they left two of them out on the defense, as well as clearing it straight into the hands of Blank. So again, it works both ways. If you have the stack open very early, a little bit too early, it definitely works the other way, and you can get two people stunned out with just one. And of course, that's always good if you're on offense to have less defense and buy less time for Everest, which is well played, of course, to Blank to use those stuns to their advantage, because they certainly will have to, as this shot comes through, just missing the block there. It seems like Albafon's maybe lost the handles on that ghost block and going a little too far down in the goal.
All right, so at 4 apiece, with the 5-minute mark approaching in this second round of the finals, it's pretty much, yeah, a wash in terms of the score. You know, these stacks, the chains ever blazing as they always are, but no one pulling away quite yet. And like I said, if nothing else, that's to the disadvantage of Blank, because they really want to build something up here. Whereas, you know, Everest, they not only have the round buffer, they also have the the upper brackets buffer. They still can lose this entire series and come back the next set of rounds. So, you know, Blank really trying to find some juice, but it's very tough to work around Everest and what they're doing here as they split off the stacks, get the recovery, the open dunk put in by Conrad, serving up the holiday dinner, and it's 6-4, go in the way of Everest.
Yeah, and it seemed like a little bit of miscomms there from on the Blank end. Two of them stacks, but no one got the stun over on the Everest stack. So, yeah, unfortunate there, but it's still going to be just a 2-point game in this second round. So it really could go to anyone. It seems like Blank V2, as mentioned by Taco there in the chat, they are managing to get these passing plays working in the second round, as they did seem a little bit in disarray last round. But yeah, they're definitely managing to improve, even through the rounds, and yeah, it's definitely going to be a very even matchup, and it could definitely very well go to round 3.
I mean, I'd rather have a game.
Yeah, and I certainly hope that'll happen for sure. But you know, we'll see. Right now, the lead going the way of Everest. There's still some time left. It looks like one of the players maybe crashed or is restarting or something of the sort. Hence the timeout here. But that said, I'll use that opportunity to also say hi to the Twitch chat. Thank you to BartStar2 for the follow on our channel. Yesterday, mentioned, yeah, in the morning time, right as we were beginning the streams for the day, we hit our 2,000 follower mark. And after 24 hours, now we're also up to 2058. So a lot of people following the channel and coming into the community, as Hasko was mentioning a little earlier on. You know, hopefully our player base already, you know, not only surviving, but flat out growing over these last 3.5 years. About to expand even more with this holiday season. So a lot of great stuff incoming into Echo very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and again, as we mentioned so often, it's a really good problem to have too many people having, I think it was 400 players, or over 400 players attending for this cup. And I mean, if we imagine, that's kind of the sort of numbers we were on for pretty much the entirety of the preseason, for every single region.
And to clarify, preseason 1, which was November through December 2019, so 1 year ago. I mean, talking about the growth.
Yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely crazy, and of course we have to give a special thanks to Oculus in that. Of course, without the technology in the Quest 2, it wouldn't be available to so many people. And I mean, as much as people can hate on and shout about Oculus, it's you can't really deny that they are helping the growth of VR, and it's definitely a nice thing to see. And yeah, I mean, I expect another great growth in the Quest 2 community, and when it comes to Christmas time. And I assume a lot of people may be getting Quest 2s, and if you know anyone that's getting Quest 2, and well, it's on the box of the thing, darn it, so they better be interested.
Oh yeah, Quest 2, loving it very much so. I mean, I was already super impressed with the Quest 1 as it was, and the Quest 2 just even more amazing. And again, don't say that as if, from a we're being sponsored standpoint. It's just a flat out. Realistically, I was expecting, I think a lot of the VR community and PC VR community, we're expecting eventually for things to go mobile, to mobile VR to become more accessible and, things like that. But I wasn't expecting something on the level of Quest 2 already, basically. I was thinking, maybe a few years from now, sometime into the 20s. But the fact that we already have stuff like this, whereas just when I was first getting into VR, 6 years ago, however long it's been now, I mean, I was expecting I wasn't expecting us to be where we are now, is just the main thing. To go from something so niche and technical and it requires all the extra accessories and, tech knowledge and troubleshooting, all the above. And now it's easy. But that said, we got the remainder of the round now starting after that timeout. So let's go. Everest versus Blank V2. This is round 2. First round won by Everest. And Everest, if they win this one, they are the champions of EU Snowflake Cup.
Absolutely. And I mean, I guess transitioning, from what you said, as well as...
Look at that.
as well as the current kind of situation in the game.
Hold on, look at that!
Oh,
gosh.
But yeah, this something I would definitely recommend if you could get one. It's well, if you're not close to your router, definitely kind of a Wi-Fi extension, as that shot will go in for Archie. But yeah, it helps in the long run to have a very stable connection, and helps avoid all sorts of pauses and technical restarts. So we definitely appreciate it. Anyway.
Anyway, back to the game, Swift. We got 6-6 and 3 minutes left, and now we got another timeout. So I think now we can talk about it more. But yeah.
Well, maybe I talked about it a little bit too early, as coming through for the pause now.
Yeah. Well, whatever the reason for that, I will use the opportunity once again to shout out, however, Hasco, as well as VR Community Builders, and Asterion Products, Marineverse, Facebook Horizon, Rebuff Reality, for their contributions here and sponsoring of this cup. Shout out to It's the YOLO Man as well from the community and on the Discord. Really, really busy to help put this together and organize players as well in coordination with Hasco. And of course, thanks to Swift here casting with me. And then for OCE, we had PamWow, we had North America, Sir Dimwee, as well as Skinny and Strembitsky, all coming on board to stream and cast. So it's been a good time. All these weekends, ever since the season ended, or a lot of them anyways, I think we've had maybe 5, 6, 7 different community events that we've helped stream. And it's been fun. It's good. Keeping everything active and, presenting it to as many people as we can.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to have so much content. I mean, you mentioned the growth of Echo Arena before, and also the growth of kind of the Echo community on YouTube, as well as Twitch, and all the different types of content that are coming out, the different podcasts as such.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the stack is mentioned, whether you mentioned Palmao earlier as well, who was, that was definitely a very fun episode to watch, and I'd recommend it, not only because Sputnik's my friend, but also because he's a fellow caster, and also, it's great Echo content.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, speaking of, Echo content, we saw Richie earlier in the stream and casting, and, just another one of those players. I mean, there's so many great content creators around the community, adding onto just the readily available media. And it's one of the things I always say is the other nice part about growth in terms of the community, and not only the community, but the player skill level and strategy. You know, we saw, again, another Martin the Third over there in the Twitch chat for a lot of these streams. Another great content creator, streamer in the community. We have Dimwee making those awesome 3-minute meta videos. We have Ignite VR, who again provides our stats. They also provide the tools, and I've also put out some other fantastic videos as of the recent weeks and months. So I mean, there's a lot of people actively engaged in this community, whether in VRML or just independently on their own YouTube channels and Twitch streams. I mean, it's fantastic. That said, okay, we're gonna go back to the game now. I hope as Taco actually hops into this game. So interesting development there for Everest.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Taco in the chat earlier, and now playing for Everest now. So, I mean, I saw someone ask Taco earlier on if he was playing, and he said, "No, I'm just watching." Well, it seems like that's how the turntables is. Ares gets this pass to Bad Elmo, and backing that out once more, and yeah, it seems like Taco already influencing the play a little bit of Everest. He's Taco on Thursday, kind of a notable player for the back passing and developing that sort of meta. So yeah, definitely, and going to be cleared away now from Black V2. They're trying to find something now on offense with this stack, although just missing that second pull. So it will be Ares finding the disc first and trying to find this clear.
Yeah, and we'll be cleared right into the trap. Taco's there for the quick release before the punch was underway. A nice leash coming in from Archie. Might not even matter because in the front line, Ares is there with a recovery off of that Taco throw. And it's a 8-6 advantage for Everest here. 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes to go.
Absolutely, and now Everest taking this advantage here on the points, and going to be 6-8. Black V2. Here looking for this possession, and now the stack's very quick for Everest, able to hop on that disc very quickly, and now Ares trying to find that shot, but Albafon's there ready at the back line to find the pass over to the tunnel, although maybe not working out. Going to be Ares finding the disc, slaps over, just ends up right to Winter. So this stack now forming the 3-man stack for Blank V2, able to find the offense here, but Taco getting the steal, and now getting the clear away. Now going to find the stack with Bad Elmo, but already on the defense here. Blank V2 transition that 3-man stack into the double 2-man stacks, and now going to maybe try and push on through. Winter putting a lot of pressure on here, but stunned away there by Ares, buying Taco a lot of time. So good job there. Going to back pass it and find even more time. Maybe going to run down this clock. There's just a minute remaining, and I mean, this is all they need to win the final. So Archie actually going to find possession here. Going to be a huge steal in the midline, and a trade of stuns. Taco getting the headbutt. It's not enough. Ares finding this cross pass, just missing, but J for Jack maintaining possession here. Maybe going to try and find a cross pass here to Archie, and close to the goal. Going to find the 2-pointer. Now 30 seconds remaining. It's equalized.
30 seconds. It's going to be OT. And
Such a clutch shot. They needed that desperately. It's tied up here. Maybe an overtime on the way. If nothing else, a game winner on the way sometime in the near future. Coming down to the crunch. Call it the Taco Crunch, perhaps. Everest on this launch. Need to get something going really fast. If they take this play, if they make this play a reality, they win this tournament. If Blank wins this one, they're going to a round 3. So let's go. 6 seconds left. Big steals, big brawls. Winter, but the goalie in place. And it is an overtime coming at you in round 2.
Yeah, trying to make that bounce shot. Recognized there was a goalie. There really wasn't much they could do. A lot of stunned players out in the midline. So nicely done by Everest as well to kind of prevent that stack from coming through by getting the stuns. It seems like we'll see a reset on overtime though.
Yeah, so another pause here for one reason or the other, but will be overtime coming soon. So yeah, again, guys, this is the finals for Europe Snowflake Cup. This 2-day event, and Everest, the victors in the upper brackets throughout the last 2 days, they've gone undefeated. Therefore, Blank V2. This is the thing, you're in this crunch time situation. The blood is pumping. You're feeling like you gotta win. You gotta reach deep down. But the thing is, even if they do, you gotta go and do it again and again and again. So it's definitely going to be a battle. But it's one from a spectating and fan standpoint over there on Twitch. It's fun to watch.
Absolutely, and here trading in, it seems like Albafons, they had to leave, so Yogsy coming in as a sub, I believe maybe the original player for Blank V2, although I could be wrong about that. But yeah.
Yeah, seeing some again really interesting, I don't know, late game developments, maybe, possibly again here as we got Yogsy here in the game now, maybe, and you know it will be interesting to see what happens. The thing is, Taco came in pretty quickly and slotted himself well, but man, to come in cold basically, you never know how that can play out on a team. It's kind of a risk in itself sometimes, but. Well, that said, yeah, I know there are subs allowed for this tournament, so I'm sure that's, you know, a factor that's been already discussed in the org channels. And with that, all right, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit delayed, but we got ourselves the overtime about to start, so undelay.
All right, so yeah, I mean, a sub for either team, so I guess an eye for an eye, as it is, as it goes. So Archie able to take the disc here. It's going to be on the Blank V2 bubble. Very dangerous here. The clear coming through. They have to get this stack through, otherwise it's going to be another possession change. And you know how scary those are in these OTs. That's very, very scary back pass, but still going to make it through. Almost just about had a heart attack there. The three-pointer coming through. Not quite on target, though. Going to be now taken again by Everest. Or maybe not, actually, by Blank. So we're going to get this back pass. Another scary back pass this time. The stun coming through. Bad Elmo. Trying to find the back pass. Very nice slap.
And gentlemen.
He's going to... They're going to make that in 2 rounds, and it's going to be Everest taking the Snowflake Cup champion title, and
Swift,
definitely well played.
Today it snows on Mount Everest. The Snowflake Cup concluded 10-8. Big wins, big plays, and it amazed. And right now on that overtime, it is indeed the conclusion of this cup. So Blank V2 couldn't quite put it together late there. The sub coming in, and you know what? Still fantastic match. They showed some absolute skills and thrills throughout these last 2 days. It was so fun. But Everest will indeed claim their victory in overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. And just going back to the chat, GG's from everyone, and thank you, Martin, for the bits. Sorry you put a few bits in there earlier as well. And now the prediction results get put forward, and the things get distributed, and I get a lot of channel points.
And the rich keep getting richer, I guess, as the case may be. But with that being said, I'll go to the stats provided to you once more by Ignite. There you can see a good variety of players on the board due to all those switches, so much so that it almost overlaps my overlays. So that said, though, yeah, big game from Ares. You can see, I mean, 16 points, pretty ridiculous. 3 saves, 2 steals, 17 stuns, undeniable there on that stat line. You had Bad Elmo with 6 assists, so really doing a fantastic job to distribute, and that was one of the big strengths of Everest. He had 25 stuns away as well for him. Taco coming in really late there in the last couple minutes, got an assist and a steal, 4 stuns. He had Conrad with 4 points, 2 saves, 9 stuns. Then the other side we have, see, Archie here, 6 points, 2 assists, 26 stuns. J for Jack with 8 points and 4 assists, as well as a couple saves. 35 stuns. Winter, definitely blistering with the 39 stuns there, along with 3 steals and 2 saves, so some nice defense in place. You had Yogsy for the 1 stun in OT. Albafon's couple saves, 5 stuns, and Archie Russell, 2 Archies apparently, as we got 1 assist and 3 stuns. So the naming conventions continue to confuse, but with that said, that will do it for the stats.
Absolutely, and yeah, of course, thank you everybody so much for watching, as well as thank you to all the sponsors and people who provide the prizes. Of course, Tower Tag, Assyrian Products, Marineverse, Facebook Horizon, VR Community Builders for organizing the whole thing, and of course, Rebuff Reality, who also sponsors VRML. So, yeah, as that is said, those are some very, very good matches, and yeah, I hope we see you all come back for the North American games, as we do have, I believe it's 7 rounds of casting to do later on.
There's quite a bit of games coming up in North America as well to conclude this cup for the weekend. But hey, we're gonna be there to stream it for sure. You know, this is more than likely the last big community cup we're gonna be seeing before season 3 of VR Master League, which again starts on January 4th in the new year. So that's coming right along very, very soon. For those who aren't already registered or on a team, go do so. VRML.com or VRMasterLeague.com, either works. Yeah, check it out. Go to the Echo Games Discord as well, discord.gg/Echo Games. I believe our VRML Discord, as of last night, has finally been boosted. I say finally, it's only been a couple weeks, but yeah, it's boosted to level 3 now, and we have, let me see, I believe Echo-Arena-VRML is the Discord link to our server there. But if you're not involved in the league, or you want to be, go check it out. It caters to every type of player of every skill level and experience level and time commitment, because you got a ladder system where after initial placement matches, you'll be facing off against teams of similar caliber as you, similar rank. The flexible scheduling is there, basically 6 days a week. Monday is when schedules get released. You have a couple of games, and you get to organize that with the teams you're playing anytime, 24 hours a day, basically, over the next 6-day period, and, until the end of Sunday night. So you got a really flexible scheduling, a lot of very frequent casting. You're likely to get casted at some point throughout the season. Whatever your skill level is, definitely it's one of the priorities I always try to make sure of, and we, are happy to do. But with that said, that will be adieu for us. And yeah, from VR Master League, I've been Palidore, that's been Swift, and we'll see you pretty soon for our next cup. It starts in 2.5 hours from now, just about. So 11 Mountain, 10 Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, until then, be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other. See you again very, very soon.